Ever a foul, and then no, it's not going to break down into a rap or nothing. Today's a calling show, and I get it. There's a lot of Liverpool fans out there, Gas and Darwin Nunez, and rightfully so. But it's what you lot said. It's only pre-season, right? So practice what you preach. In my opinion, did he score 4 goals? That is quite a lot of goals, to be fair. Was it the strongest Leipzig side? I don't know. I didn't watch the game. Obviously, I'm waiting on you lot to come in here, tell me everything, all the good news. Obviously, Charlotte, team that's formed 3 years ago, making Chelsea go to penalties. And obviously, there's other stuff with Kounde and all the other transfer news. But I've got to run this quickly. Daps and so forth will be here in a minute. So hopefully, all you guys are good. Obviously, we are back. We are back with Mo, just like that. The magician, Mo, the magician, Mo, the magnificent, Mo, the ever so knowledgeable. But yeah, man, he's joining us today, doing a fan call-ins. That will be here soon. So do get your, obviously, anyone that is here, I will be posting the StreamYard link in literally about 2 minutes. You will be timed today, by the way. You will be timed today. There's no going over 5 minutes, no matter who you are. So give me 2 minutes and I'll put it up, but make sure you have a camera. Unless we know you, special privileges. Unless we know you, it's all right. But if we don't know you, it's a different thing. So yeah, I'm gonna post it in the literally post it right now. I'm pinning it. There we go. So anyone that does want to come in, talk your stuff. Remember, you're coming in to talk to us. We're not here to talk to you like that, like as in ask you lot the questions until it's relevant. You tell us what you want to talk about and then we'll build off of that. Just letting you guys know, because we did have 1 or 2 last time come in and just didn't see anything. Like, you know, like we're here to have a chat at the end of the day. But other than that, I'm going to go through some of the comments. Obviously, big up Sid, big up Usman. He says, smash the likes on the way in. So if you haven't, do smash the likes. What are we on already? Oh, damn, we're on 21. I big up you lot then. So yeah, man. Obviously Tyrone's there, Ilyas, Noz, Clinical, obviously always around. Let me get a couple more. By the way, it's first come, first serve. Usman's the first one in. Keenan, what you saying? Charlie, Salam, Timo Werner, all up in the building. Omo knows, and big up Daniel. So yeah, man. We're gonna get Usman in literally a minute. First and foremost, let me just talk to Mo a little second. Let him talk to you guys. How are you doing today, Mo? Or how are you doing tonight?
Well, I'm good. I'm good. Do you know all these results and how everybody in the chat? I'm so happy to be here, and I'm just can't wait to chat with everybody, and we can't wait to hear what do you think about everything that happened about Chelsea, City winning, and everything. We're just happy to be here. It's absolutely great to be in this call-in shows. I like to get in discussions. This is my thing. Cass knows this, Daps know that, Ty know that. I just like to get into discussions. One thing I want to mention that it went under the radar though. You remember in the if you watch the stream and you watched what we did a week ago about the predictions, and I was fighting that Everton might not go down, and Cass and Daps at the end convinced me that they have to go down. Under the radar, Everton yesterday lost to Minnesota 4-0, playing their strongest squad they have at the moment. 4-0 to Minnesota, to a team in MLS that is not even top. The team in MLS is not even top. It's madness. I don't know how they're still, like, in my opinion, they should give 10 games to Lampard. Doesn't work, it doesn't work. This guy has to go. Because if the supporters care about this club,
I forgot all about Everton, you know, Mo.
It's ridiculous. I know that everybody talks about the top 6. This is ridiculous. This team 4 years ago was challenging for top 6.
Yeah.
Mad, right? Like, and it has a big. The first game I went to was at Everton, was Everton Arsenal in my life in the Premier League, and I saw the supporters. They are, it's really the working class. You can tell right away from them, and I feel bad for them. I don't like how the club is run, but this has to stop. It has to stop. What do you think about that? Do you think like this is ridiculous? 4-0?
4-0 is stupid. I can't lie. They lost to Arsenal, which respectfully so, in my opinion. And then they get battered by a next team. And I look, it's going to be a meltdown for Everton. I can just see it. Have they even got anybody in just yet? I don't know. I'm sure there's going to be a few Liverpool fans. Obviously, they're the rivals and whatnot, direct rivals, you could say. But yeah, man. Terry Talk Spurs in the building, McCall Cass and all that. Tell man move and all that. That's kind of funny. But yeah, man. I'm going to get straight into it. Usman, are you here in the background? Because you do have 5 minutes. I'm just going to say that now. Yeah? You got 5 minutes. I'm not joking. This is how it's going to be. We can't hear you. Can't hear you. I'm not joking.
Hello, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Oh, I can hear you now. Look at this. You can see the timer. Yeah?
Yeah.
It started. And I'll bring it back
First
each
of
and
all-
every time. I'll bring it back each and every time, but go on.
All right, first of all, what I wanted to say was big up to both of you anyway,
Nice one, man.
foremost. And you want me to gas up Nunez and everything like that. People expect all Liverpool fans to gas him up. Yes, we will. But for me, I want to keep it real. If you're going to say it's pre-season, stop hyping up your other players and stuff like that for other fan bases. Because I've seen a lot of fans hyping up their players in pre-season. I'm not going to say teams or players just from pre-season, but when a Liverpool player scores some goals, they don't keep it real, then they become hypocrites and say it's pre-season. Fair enough. Not all Liverpool fans right now are come out, yes, out of their shells and stuff like that. It's because they're shameless now. They want to be shameless because all other fans were calling him Darwin Nunez. You were calling him Timo Nunez because you were the main one for that.
So,
Loads of fans with the compilations and stuff like that all over YouTube after that miss against United.
oh, not just United, but go on.
And Crystal Palace. I forgot about Crystal Palace. What I'm saying is you got to be real. If you're saying it's pre-season for Liverpool, keep it real for your own team. What's your thoughts on that?
What do you mean? I ain't said nothing. Are you directly coming on to me about that? Like keeping it real with my team?
He's
Look,
calling you out, Cass. He's calling you out.
I think he's calling me out.
Face.
Look. I'm just gonna say this. I'm allowed to get gas because I'm doing this whole gas mode thing on pre-season, Usman. Yeah, I'm allowed to do that. Like I'm allowed to get gas. But remember, yeah, I came for Nunez. But you got to remember, I went on the football terrace and I said I'm kind of bored of it. Like I came, what was it, 2 days ago? I said I'm kind of bored of it. Kai Havertz is my new target right now, yeah, and rightfully so, smashed over the bar. But because it is getting boring. But at the same time, you lot are saying it's only pre-season when you got beat by United. But when it's Leipzig, oh look, it's a real team, it's a big team, smashing 4-0. Pre-season matters all of a sudden. Come on, man. I think it does matter. When you score 4 goals as a striker, no matter what game it is, it gives you confidence. It gives you confidence. So that's just my opinion, innit?
Do you know for me about Nunez? Salah didn't give him that penalty. Let him take it. I don't think he would have scored them 4 goals. That gave him confidence. I'm big up for Salah doing that. Salah could have easily took it, but that just shows that Salah
No, but it's only
knows what
pre-season,
Nunez
right?
can do. It is
So Osman, let me
pre-season,
ask you something.
and then
Osman, let me ask you something. Are you convinced that he's now better than what he was last week?
obviously because he's had more game time and been playing with the team a bit more. He's been training with them. You got to remember last week he only had two sessions. That's all it was, or 1.5 sessions. He pulled out training because he got blisters or something like that. But other than that, he didn't really play with the first team often.
Oh wait, you kind of went quiet. By the way, you got a minute and 40. As you can see, your time is ticking. But
And Kaz, big respect for you for actually calling out the Chelsea fans for Kai Havertz. It's true that what's he done beside in the Premier League? They hype him up so much. He costs the same amount of money that Nunez does.
yeah, I said it.
What about
I said
Werner?
it loud and proud.
What about Werner? And then what about Lukaku? That turned. How can you join the club and then a year later kiss the badge when he joined, and then a year later say leave and kiss Inter's badge? How can you do that? They've got.
I know. You know what it is though. I'm not here to slander Chelsea or anybody's club at that. Innit? I'm not coming for no one's club. I'm just coming for certain players just to make it all fair. I'm a United fan. Obviously, coming at Liverpool would be normal. Coming at City would be normal and stuff like that. But at the same time, it's like you gotta have the same energy for other stuff, and you gotta put that into accountability. And that's why I called out Havertz on the terrace. And I get it. Like he scored a Champions League final goal, but that's the same as me when Diego Forlan, the score that you had a cop end. It's not the same, but for me, it's just as big. Don't care, man. But it's not. It doesn't mean that Forlan was a great player at Man United. Like, do you get what I mean? It doesn't mean you've been great.
Osman, how many goals do you think
could
Nunez
give
is
you-
going to score this year?
You got 15 seconds.
20 plus or 15 plus or 10 plus? CC, make it easy.
I think he's gonna get 10 to 15.
Wow, for
10 to
100
15.
million, 10 to
No.
15.
Nah, I think that's respectable. Though.
In the first
Mo,
season,
man.
I
I
think
think the
next
first season
season-
is all right.
I'm just talking about league, just in general. Let's see what he can do. The main focus for me is the league. I want to see what he can do in the league. I think
Yeah.
the only thing it shows is that he's a clinical finisher, but the only thing that he could improve on is his link-up play, because that was noticeable today. Everything was bouncing off him. He had a couple of good passes, but other than that,
But you brought in
problem
the
there-
finisher, but obviously Usman, we're doing things a little bit
Score
different
goals.
now. But yeah, he will score goals. Let's face it. But big up for you to coming on. Do you want to
You
shout
were
anything
saying
out?
about-
Do you want to shout out anything, by the way, Usman? Not trying to be disrespectful.
I don't.
Nah, nothing.
It's all
I
right.
big up you
It's
for
all
coming on
good.
though, man. I know hard feelings or whatever, innit? It's like obviously
No,
people
don't
come
worry
on, they're
about
just
it.
trying to
I understand
limit
you've
it.
got a lot of people in the background, and they should all be given time as same as me.
Yeah, exactly. So that's the way it goes, man. But if you want to do shout anything out, now's the time, man.
No, I don't have anything to shout out because I've been just being called flip flops today, so I'm staying away. from
Maybe
Fair
you can
enough.
say Liverpool will
Right
win
now.
the league and then just leave. Maybe you can say Liverpool will win the league and then.
No, you know what? I want to speak
You
to
can't
Daps
say.
about something about City and
Okay.
Liverpool, but he's not here, so I'll speak another time
Okay.
about it with him when he's here.
Mm.
Okay.
All right,
Cool,
fair
man.
enough, man. All right, in the bit, Usman.
All right, in a bit, safe.
Nice one. But anyways, guys, the main man has arrived. He's got one of his lovely shirts on. Some of you called him Karim Benzema, like with his fresh trim and that. He's looking sharp. He's looking happy as it goes. You know what? Big up for mental health and happiness, man. Obviously, shout that out every single time. Make sure you're doing well. But yeah, man, this guy's my brother, man. Honestly, this is he brought me out of a dark place as well. I'm not gonna lie. So if we're gonna talk a little bit about mental health another time, but right now I'll just give that to you guys in the comments. Obviously, it's my guy Daps in the building finally.
Do you know why I was
Late as
smiling?
always.
I was smiling because of the way that you let Usman go and then brought me in.
Yeah, man.
I want to speak to Daps about something. Yeah, he's not here.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, he's just
to the
arrived.
different
Sorry,
door.
man.
Sorry,
I-
next
look-
week.
Oh, you can catch you on the Discord. But yeah, man. Nunez, everything. We get it. But next up is a Man United fan. Just gonna get him through right now.
Good. Let me change my
Just in a
background.
sec.
I've just
Dun,
realised
dun,
I've got the
dun,
thing
dun.
on the...
Oh wow, the incredible no, that's not
Love
what's it
Island,
called? The
Love
thing.
Island
The thing.
vibes.
Oh, the Love Island vibes.
There's a
Before I get
blockhead
you in,
big
Oris,
face brother that looks like him.
before I do that, I'm gonna go through some of the comments to keep it a bit fair as well. 80 million for James Charles. Mo, did you hear about De Jong not doesn't want to live
He
in
remembered.
Manchester?
Did you hear that? He actually
Really?
said, I don't want to go to. You remember, guys, when I said he's hesitant and he said about the money? It's not only about the money. He doesn't want his family to go live in Manchester.
Oh, wow. I mean,
I-
these
I
type
think-
of things often don't get spoke on enough.
It's
Yeah,
very
not
against
important. Your family
Manchester.
is very important.
Yeah, 100%. I think there's relevance to that to do with
think-
what's it called? To do with Bernardo Silva. That Bernardo Silva
My
I think,
connection moving nuts.
just did then, to be fair. I also think Mahrez
Mourinho,
as well.
you remember Mourinho never lived in Manchester, him coaching Manchester United. He never did it. He stayed in London all the time.
Yeah, I saw that in the hotel. He was in a hotel.
He did. And I think Mahrez, there's been a lot of with Mahrez. Mahrez is now with a Manchester girl. She's actually the daughter of an ex-Man City player, and they've got a kid on the way. So I think there's massive relevance to why he's signed a new contract, because if you've got a child on the way, you want your family around you, like whether it be your family or your other half's family. So I think you don't want to be moving to a new city where you don't know anyone. So it doesn't get spoken enough, to be fair. That character in the back was called The Thing, by the way, Terry. Talked.
Yeah, the thing. Yeah.
Yeah, your connection is. Do you want to leave and come back?
Yeah, I'm gonna leave and come back. I don't know what's going on. So give me a
Yeah,
second.
who we got next? And I'll Me or Mo?
So
or
we
Mo?
got
Boris.
so let me
Let Mo take over.
Orset is here with us. Do you want me to yeah, Orset here with us? You got 5 minutes, and we're gonna see what he has. And welcome to the stream, my friend. You're second in line. You're a Man United supporter.
Yep, that's right. Yeah.
Were you on last
Oh.
week, or you were backstage
That was,
and didn't
yeah,
get
that was
on?
me last week with the camera off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You good?
Yeah, I'm good, man. Big up to you. How are you?
I'm good. I'm happy. It's Thursday. I'm up to Manchester tomorrow, which always cheers me up going up north. So yeah, I'm happy. What do you want to talk about? You got a lot to talk about, to be fair. So.
Yeah, we do. Obviously, we'll talk about my club and then a bit of your club as well. I've got a question about you guys. I know it's pre-season, but what do you guys make of Man United so far? Like, have you guys been impressed with any players or
Martial, 100%. I feel like his attitude might be the way it needs to be. I'm not saying his attitude hasn't been previously, but this is. Ty and I did a show earlier, and I was very clear that I feel this is his season. If he doesn't come good this season, then he can't blame anyone else now, because it looks like he's got a manager that is actually communicating with him, knows how to coach. Remember, he went on loan last season and didn't have a good time there. This is all on him now. It's almost like it could be the perfect storm as far as they've got a coach in, a new manager, and maybe at certain ages, us men grow in maturity. And also, like me personally, I remember all of a sudden being in a very average job, but taking more responsibility, because all of a sudden I was like, you know what, I need to step up and be a man. And I think the conversation we had earlier, which I think is a really, really good conversation, is Ten Hag has potentially has a massive issue, a good issue, but a massive issue on his hands. Martial's form, Ronaldo hasn't been about. Ronaldo comes back. Now, if you drop Martial, then does his form dip? Does his confidence dip? But at the same time, if you don't put Ronaldo straight in, what's the impact on the rest of the squad? It's a great issue to have, but who would you start at the moment? First game of the season.
For me, Martial, and the fact is, Ronaldo's not even coming pre-season training. That's what concerns me. He's not even coming to the pre-season training. I don't know. Apparently, there's an issue. For me, I'm starting Martial, but if Ten Hag has a lot of work to do. To be fair, if he wants to keep Ronaldo, that's up to him. But I do think Ten Hag wants to keep him because I think he likes him. Obviously, he's a goal scorer, brings goals to us. But it's up to Ten Hag, man. But I'm seeing reports that he's been impressed with Martial in training. His attitude has been good. But yeah, I'm starting Martial, man. For me, Ronaldo, he wants to go and he has ambition, and Champions League, obviously, that's his priority. So Bayern Munich and their director for saying they don't want him because philosophy they don't want to change it. But there's no clubs that want Ronaldo. That's the issue. No clubs. Atletico Madrid. I don't believe that.
I can't see that. I don't believe that neither. I can't see that.
Yeah,
I can't see that. I don't think he. You know what? I think it was Mo that brought up about this being about his legacy, and whether it be goals in the Champions League, or if he goes to Real Atletico Madrid, he risks his Real Madrid legacy. And me and Double A, when we do a City United, he won't put Peter Schmeichel anywhere near a combined 11, because at the end of Peter Schmeichel's career, he came to Manchester City. I mean, it would be mad if Ronaldo does that after the way he's kind of maybe pushing for a move out of Man United, to then go back to Atletico Madrid and F up his legacy at Real Madrid must be. He's got enough money, surely. Surely.
I think he has to take a pay cut as well. I think that's one of his options, one of his priorities.
That's
he has
probably
to take
anyway,
pay cut, yeah. But
Mo, what's your thoughts quickly on it?
Yeah.
It's simple. I don't think anybody wants him. He wants to play Champions League to rack up more goals to guarantee that, because he doesn't know, because Messi said he might go to Miami in the season after this one, but who knows? Maybe someone will convince him to stay one more year, and now his record of goal scoring might be in jeopardy. He might be broken. I think that's why he wants to go to And he wants only to choose. It's not about the money, by the way, because he got offered a massive contract from Saudi Arabia. A massive. I'm talking way more than what he gets paid now. But he didn't want to go. That means it's not only about the money. It's also about him wanting to play Champions League football, and that's a big deal.
You think you still think that is relevant? The Champions League thing's massive to him.
Very, very relevant in my opinion. Someone is asking you, Orsit. I want to get your opinion as a fan. What do you think about the Depay talks in short? Like, how is it? How do you see it? And do you see him coming back to United at all?
Yeah, for me, when Cass posted it on his Instagram post, I replied, I would take him for me, but
you would.
I would. For me, versatile. For me, he's a versatile player. He's worked under a similar style with under Louis van Gaal at the Dutch national team. For me, he's a player that Ten Hag would want. Like he would want in a system that would work in the system as well. So I would take him back. For me, 100%. 17 million. If they want Barcelona, 17 million. If that's the price.
17.
Yeah, they want it.
Yeah, it's 17 million pounds.
17. Yeah.
It 17.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Wow. It's quite cheap.
If they ask him for that, then take it. Why not? Because we don't have that many options in our attacking options either way. So for me, I'm taking him.
Yeah, Orsit, which is we're past the time. I know that we're sorry we can't keep everybody in, but if you want to ask a question at the end, if you want to plug in anything you want, any question you want to ask, anything you want to say, anything in your mind in this last 30 seconds, the floor is yours.
Yeah, Daps, man. Pep has to win that Champions League this season, but for you, is he on pressure? Well, obviously he's on pressure, but does he have to win it for you this season?
No, he never has to win it for me. Never has to win it for me. He's given me more memories than any manager's ever given me. He's our most successful manager of all time. He doesn't need to. Listen, I get told by rival fans all the time we'll win it, and that's all. I'm not expecting it. If all of a sudden out of nowhere, because even last season, although I did think we were going to win and go through against Real Madrid, I didn't want to play Liverpool in the final because I'm thinking, it's another step of someone that's gone further and has won it before. So look, I just want another good season. I want the league. I definitely want a very long run in Champions League because I want a lot of away games. But it's what it is, man. I can't act spoiled and say we need the Champions League. No way. Pep don't need to do nothing that he hasn't done already for me as a City fan.
Fair enough.
Orsit, thank you so much for coming in, my friend.
Thanks for coming in, bro. Love
you
always.
being here, and it's great talking to you. And hopefully, we can talk soon. Thank you so much, my friend. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thanks for coming on. Love it.
Big up.
Cass might be back soon. I don't know.
But anyway, I'm gonna get the next guest. I'm not sure if he's here or not, but I want to ask you a question before we do that. I think, do you want your opinion about Lingard quickly? Because this is something that came out today and now I just want your opinion.
Where is it again?
He's going to Nottingham Forest.
Okay. Look, you know what? I used to fucking hate Lingard. I thought Lingard was awful. Lingard was actually, at one point, my definition of Man United settling for mediocrity when I was looking at him at one point and what they used to have. And then it was under Mourinho when he just came alive out of nowhere. And it was like, fucking hell, guy's got something. Then obviously at West Ham, he did what he did. I know he's suffered a lot with mental health as well, which I can relate to massively and probably helped me to have a bit more respect for the guy. I just think, you know what? The guy's away from the pitch for a second, a very contagious type of person. When I see the type of players that were at West Ham dancing on the pitch when they score a goal, I actually think that's the type of person that I would want in my dressing room, that he does seem quite a contagious person. And it is relevant. People's presence in the dressing room is definitely relevant. He's a
people are raving
player.
About the 200k as well. People are raving.
Is that what's getting paid? 200k.
That's what everybody's saying. These are the reports. It hasn't
that's
announced
mad.
yet.
That's mad. But yeah, that is mad.
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe
next
off the
guest.
pitch, you know what? I would presume that Nottingham Forest's board and finance side have done their due
200k
diligence.
it's too much for them. That's too
for
much
me.
For
it's a lot of money. I hope it's only a year contract because you can't, as a team that could face relegation, You can't be giving no long contracts because that could fuck you up forever. Should we bring in Cass in before we bring in the next?
Yeah. He's here. He's
Let's
gonna be
definitely
added.
after next week. Let's bring him in.
Yeah, I'm back. My bad.
Oh, it's a 1 year
Guys,
deal. That would make sense. That was clever from Nottingham Forest. Is if it's a 1 year deal, 100%.
I was just talking. I skipped all of that. That's good. Gotta wait for that till tomorrow. But yeah, man. What I missed? I missed Oris talking about the pie.
Yeah. How do you feel on
Yeah,
Dubai
little
quickly?
bit.
Nah,
Guys, get the
keep 'em
likes
away.
up, please. We
Yeah,
have
yeah.
40 people here and 24 likes. We need to get
Oh,
these
that's not
up
us.
to at least
I think we've got
40.
38 likes.
Whatever it
38
is,
likes.
there should be more.
Maybe my
They
phone
look like
is
that.
my phone.
Give them a tap and turn them
38.
light grey.
Yeah, 38 likes and counting. I can see it from here. But next one in are you ready for the next one yet?
You know what? I was going to say there's a lot of Liverpool streams running right now, and I understand why. So salute to John that he has chose to come on this channel.
Yeah, man.
Hi, John.
John's here. You right, John?
Hey up, guys. How's you?
How are
Yeah,
you,
good,
man?
man.
Good week?
How are you and your family?
All good, all good. Hope you're all well. Family's all good.
And same to you,
That's
bro.
good.
Same to you, 100%.
Hope you're all safe and enjoying the weather.
Just about enjoying it at times and not at times.
So yeah, let me check this. All right, cool. That's. I'm just gonna run. Look, as you can see here, there's a timer, John.
This
And I'm
isn't
gonna
just for
start-
you, John. This isn't just
Yeah,
for you, I promise.
I think
John.
you saw. Yeah.
No,
So
no.
pretty. So yeah, man, the main screen's for you, my guy. So talk anything you want to talk about. Obviously, you're going to talk about Liverpool and their preseason game. Looked a bit more promising than the other preseason games, I would say, from what I saw in highlights. But obviously, if you haven't, just tell us in depth, man. I know you want to talk about Nunez. It's all right.
I feel
Look
like
good.
John needs an extra 20 seconds for that because that was
Is
Cass.
he-
Yeah. You can.
Is he, is he
Go on, John.
back at Darwin Nunez or is he still Timo Nunez?
No, it's just for me. I think preseason matters, isn't it? I told you that before. For me, we had this conversation a few streams ago. No, 2 seasons ago.
You said
Huh?
last week you were on slagging him last week saying he
No.
missed a start and everything else. He just
He
went
did.
and scored bagging 4 goals.
Wait. I'm gonna say this though, yeah, John. And you can hold accountability for this. When it was against Man United, it's just preseason, yeah. Like, but now it's not preseason no more. It matters though.
Eggs that you brought that day.
Huh? Say that again. Sorry.
You came on that day when Man U beat Liverpool. Pure gassed up as if Man U was going to win the league.
Yeah, I didn't say. I never said I was gonna win the league. I never said I was gonna win the league though, John. Man, I'm just saying. I feel like preseason matters, and obviously, in respect to Nunez, I think it does him. I think it does him a world of good.
Did I or did I not turn and tell you on that day it's only a preseason game? Relax.
I don't think it's just a preseason game. I told all you Liverpool fans that are getting guessed on him on a TL. Then come on, man. I don't think. I feel they're allowed to be shameless, man.
Yeah,
I feel like they're allowed to be
fans
shameless,
should
man.
Be allowed to fight back because they've had to take
Yeah,
some shit. You know
they
what?
are.
And if Martinez has a good first game and wins loads of headers, I hope you come out and defend Martinez.
Of course, I
"Oh,
will.
thought
And
he
you
scored."
have, yeah, of course it was. You have every right, John, to get gas off of this performance from him because he is your new signing. Like Liverpool, like City fans will get gas when Haaland scores. You get what I mean?
Saying that there, it's the fact that the heat that he's been getting online.
Nah, you know, all eyes are on him. It's all eyes are gonna be on your star boy signing. But
And
I
that's not the-
was. You keep
People
cutting
hate-
out your audio. Is it just me?
Yeah, your audio is weird today, John. It keeps cutting in and out.
Yeah, he keeps cutting
Sorry.
out a little bit.
It's not
You're having
usually
a
like
meeting.
that. You've been on too many Liverpool streams talking about Nunez, I think.
People keep talking about mental health these days.
Yes, I'll say.
Right. So what good does mental health do to a player if you're going online and slagging them
100%. No.
constantly?
Yeah, if you're gonna come
Valid
at
point.
someone,
Valid
don't
point.
ever come for them on a personal level, innit? That's my way of
Yeah,
doing
yeah,
things.
yeah,
You can
yeah.
do, but you can run banter and everything, but then you can obviously stop it. It's when it gets personal.
Aye, but there has been a few people that have took that step a wee bit too far.
Like, anyone that's
what?
done
What
that,
have they
John,
done? Yeah,
anyone
that's
that's done that, yeah, John, are dickheads. And I'll say that live. They're top dickheads. Don't ever get personal. You know what? Someone recently done it and he's a top dickhead for it. And I'll say it loud and proud, bro. But any footballing opinion, I don't mind. I don't mind what it is.
Are you
But
saying they've been personal about Darwin Nunez?
Not just on Hitler. I've seen over the last load of months I'm talking about, I've seen comments get made about football players that are going at them personally.
Yeah, that's shit. That's shit.
That should never ever happen in football.
No,
It
it shouldn't.
should.
It shouldn't.
Well, I come on here, you banter me, I banter you, whatever. That's a laugh.
Yeah. Sorry, John. I'd love to have this conversation at a different time, probably when your connection's better. But just quickly, did you watch the Liverpool game today?
Yes.
Could you tell me I don't want you to describe the goals or nothing, but overall, Darwin Nunez's overall play, because I actually heard that was quite good as well.
He was actually really good. So he was. I think his first touch was a lot better today as well. The runs he was making were a lot more sharper. He was interacting with the midfield a lot better as well. That's what it's. So he just needs to get used to his team. That's all he needs to do. Get used to his teammates, and he'll be fine.
Okay.
Yeah, man. He does need
something
time.
that was spot on. I'll be honest. I never thought, you know what I'm seeing right now is making me comfortable that Darwin Nunez was not the right signing. What I was thinking is, being honest, is as a City fan, I want his confidence to dip, because I don't want him to be a confident Darwin Nunez and now scoring 4. Unfortunately, it's like, right, well now.
And the exact same Haaland.
Exactly. So now him scoring 4's like, for fuck's sake. But okay, it is what it is.
Are you more confident, John, now you're going to challenge for the league this year?
I was always confident. I was always confident. But what reason is there not to be confident they can challenge for the league?
Thank you, John. Say that to your fan base.
What reason? Losing money is a big deal.
Not to be confident. We're the only team that's challenged Man City over the last 4 or 5 years. No one else has challenged them. There's no reason to doubt Liverpool.
Oh, you're right. But John, man, I can't lie. This is probably our most civil conversation ever, by the way.
They're going to get better. And they're going to get better.
And I quite like that. So we took it. You can take it and give it a little bit. And this time it didn't kind of go to the part it usually does get to between us two. But I respect you for it though, man. I like how you big yourself up and big your team up, man, and you don't get personal about it. And
John is someone that you need to get. John is someone that you need to get. And when you get him, and you realise, after I had nearly a probably 40-minute argument with him over Jude Bellingham, and at the end he turned around and said, "Well, you got to be." What was it you said? You said something like, "Well, you've got to have hope." And I was like, "Yeah." You just rattled me for 40 minutes to end it with, "Well,
you just did to me about the De Jong thing, man. There's people that can rattle us in this world, man.
Yeah. You just have to realize that's what he's about. He actually should be a content creator because he's very good at it.
Yeah,
it's
man.
All about I enjoy the banter. I enjoy it.
You should actually get an upgraded setup. I'm not joking, John. You need to upgrade your setup. I'm not joking. Again, okay, I've said it like 3 times. Please upgrade your setup. You'd be a sensational guest. Yeah. And as I hope, maybe as a ghost as well. So, hug your mind on that a little bit.
Respect, appreciate this.
John, love to your family and love, bro.
Nice one, man. In a bit, man.
I'm slowly growing to like John quite a lot.
Yeah. That was, I did not expect that. I thought he was going to come at me big time. I was thinking,
no, he was ready to.
Today.
But this is a thing,
Guys, I have a comment for you here. Guys, can you please promote an end to Phil comps for Darwin Nunez? Everybody's on you about this Darwin Nunez thing.
Just because I posted one thing, don't worry. I might have a Kai Havertz thing coming real soon.
You know what? To be fair, I went on Twitter early quickly because I only go on Twitter kind of 2-3 times a day. I went on and had about 30 notifications and thought, yep, I know exactly what this is going to be about. I'll look at them a lot later. I know there's certain people saying, "Daps, what are you saying now?" Like the minute when me and Ty were on the stream earlier, even on Rants and Bants and Matisse's Love Island watch along, there's Liverpool fans in there talking.
Oh yeah, you know,
but you know what?
But
but I get it because they have had. If you've had to take something, you're going to give it back. And like I said, Cass, if Martinez comes out and wins 10 headers in his first game, I expect you to be on everyone's timeline. Every header. Like,
you know what's funny? You know what's funny as well, Daps. Yeah, the Chelsea fans, if they get Kounde, he's only 5'10". So they're basically the same height, pretty much. So, but man,
it's getting closer to the season, and it's getting more and more exciting. We're gonna have games every 3 days to talk about. So,
yeah, man. Everyone that's in here, big up you. I appreciate a lot of you. There's 50 likes out of 64 people in here, so I love to see that. Mark Barnes, big up that. T-Boy's coming on next. So T-Boy's TV. So do make sure to, I might find
T-Boy on. I think.
I think we have before. Is he the Luton fan by any chance?
He might be. He might be.
I think he might be. John, he said, if you are in here, Stullis, he says Salah gave him that confidence, let him take the pen. Obviously, that's a big moment. That's a big moment.
Yeah,
it's a big moment.
It is. I think there's a lot of things. Do you know what? I'll be honest. There is things that you can look at if you really deep it, and if you look at it and think, do you know what? He had two or three bad games, right?
Yeah.
So, what is it? It's not about the losses. It's about how you bounce back, and something has happened to make him bounce back. So that can only be a good thing. And that's what I don't like as a City fan. I don't want to see no bounce backs from Liverpool.
The thing is, though, even a quick one before we get T-Boy on as well. Mo, if Nunez, doesn't fire next week, is it going to be labelled a blip in the matrix, basically?
No, it never happens with Liverpool fans. Listen to me. It never happens with Liverpool fans. Yeah, no blips. That never happens to them.
Midfielders? They don't need no midfielders.
They don't need no midfielders.
It's Darwin Nunez it's my opinion, doesn't get 15 plus goals. It's gonna be a flop for one reason. You know what I mean? It's 100 million. It's the same energy that we all came for Lukaku last year. It's the same.
I'm gonna put some respect on it. It wasn't 100 million. The total package was actually. You're talking in euros. You're taking in euros.
Yes.
Oh, in euros. The total package
is. Sorry.
I hate it as well. I hate
not
it.
That big.
Remember, he doesn't.
Let's leave that.
Remember, Mo's from America. He's gonna look at it more in euros more than he's gonna look at it in pounds.
Bro, this is not 2003. Yeah, where
I know, but it's all over the TL. Like
different. It's
86. It's 86.5 million pounds. That's what it is.
That's still a lot of money for someone that plays for Benfica. At least Lukaku came from Inter. He was banging goals like from Benfica. And also, yes, people are correcting me. 85 million. That's 100 million euros, I think. So, in my opinion, he has to score 15 plus goals. I'm not asking 20 plus. 20 plus, okay. 20 plus is something else, but 15 plus at least. This is just.
Do you know what's more relevant?
Unless that's one thing. Unless they come out and say this is for the future.
Wait, what was Lukaku? Was he 100 million pounds, by the way?
150 million euros.
Oh my God, that's about 100 million, yeah.
Right, listen, but the one thing I will say is, one thing I will say is more important than the exchange rate for me, is when people say 15 goals next season, and Usman said 15 goals, but then he said, but all I care about is in the league. So did he mean he expects him to get 15 goals in the league or 15 goals in all comps?
I think he's talking about the league. I reckon Usman meant league.
Well,
I'm thinking
15
Usman's
goals
in the background here.
Is respectable, to be fair.
Yeah. If he's saying all in all comps, I personally can't have that.
If you are rotating,
15
and
all comps, no, that's nothing.
No, but 15 goals in the league first season, and you're rotating, I think is very respectable.
Yeah, James, quick one for you as well. That's a big signing for Leeds if they get Mata as well, man. They're having a great window, so that's going to be that. Yeah, I think this would be a good signing for them. Bit of experience in the background for them.
Who's the other guy they got from Bayern?
Rocker. I think it was Rocker. Rocker, yeah.
Experience they're building there. Interesting.
Yeah, man. T-Boy. Well, go on. Some people are not going to like that one in the comments. Oh, why are you talking like you're a black boy? Shut up, bro. How about that?
How are we?
Hello, mate. Good. How are you? How's going on, man? Hot? Actually, I could tell you how it is. Let me check outside, then I'll probably know. Is it dark in Luton?
Yeah, pretty dark to be fair.
Yeah, I told you.
But yeah, no, how are we all? We all good?
Good.
Yeah, man. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks. But yeah, I'll come on here and ask me. Do you know what I was thinking? Ask me any question you want.
Well, I've got a question straight away.
You said you're Liverpool. You said once that he said his second team is Liverpool, and you didn't tell us that last time. You didn't tell us that last time, T-Boy. So get out right now.
Do you know what's happened? That's because Grizz is locating nearby to Luton, and he's probably got hold of a few Luton fans and turned slowly. He does look like Tom Little a bit.
Yeah, he looks like Tom a little bit. Yeah,
he does a bit. I've got a question for you because I was speaking on it the other day. Because I can't remember why, but ultimately, usually when the Community Shield happens, that is the same weekend that the other league, so including the league that Luton are in, starts. So have you got like 8 days till your season starts, or are you starting this time the same time as the Premier League?
So Luton actually play, I think the same. So when is the
Community Shield is a week on Saturday. Yeah.
Yeah. So at the same time. I think there's an early game on the Friday, but then there's the other games on the Saturday.
And who have you got first game?
Birmingham. And I actually predicted it. I actually said we'll have them first game of the season.
Why is that relevant? Do you see them as because I presume as a Luton fan, based on last season, you're maybe not thinking you're going to get in the top 2, but you want another push for promotion, whether it be through the playoffs or whatever. Yeah. So Birmingham there or thereabouts as well?
They've been proper struggling in recent years. Obviously, I'm sure you've heard bits about it, the ownership and all that stuff going on. They've made steps in progress, I would say. They've signed players that their fans are happy about. They've got rid of the manager, finally. But even when they're doing poor, they're always a bogey side to us.
Oh, right, one of them ones. I get you.
I remember last year we lost 5-0 at home to them. And it was one of them games in which we deserved to lose, but we at least deserved to score. You know, them sort of games, despite the scoreline.
I can get the bogey team side because when I saw Tottenham first game of the season last year, I was like, I get it. Us and Tottenham, never a good mix. So I understand that. So have you bought anyone? Have you seen much movement with Luton, or is it
done a lot of movement. A lot of players have come back that we once had originally, like Cooley Woodrow. He's actually born nearby the area as well. A lot of strikers, a lot of attackers have come in. We've signed Ethan Horahath, Nottingham Forest backup goalkeeper last season.
Okay.
So that's
not bad, is it?
Very, very good signings. There's signings you look at, and we've pretty much replaced everyone we've needed to, bar Naismith so far. But our manager's come out and said we're bound to do that.
Okay.
And we're looking at a 19-year-old. Well, we're pretty much deals are being finalised. A Canadian 19-year-old striker. So we could have a gem on our hands there, but we have to wait and see.
Do you go to the stadium often? Do you go?
Hold on. Sorry, Mo. I don't know if you Google Luton Stadium. We don't really call it a stadium, bro. It's kind of more like a garden shed, if I'm being honest.
Nah,
I'm not lying. I'm not.
But yeah, next game we've got West Ham. West Ham in a friendly.
So please beat them. Please beat them.
Go to that and gonna be good to go back there. Obviously, do a vlog on my channel and that as well. So
okay, so that's Luton, but I have to ask you. So you're a sly Liverpool fan?
Yeah. I had family that were scouts and that sort of thing. So sort of keep my.
You kind of got that northern look about you.
My apologies. My brother-in-law is also a scouser, so I get it. It's hard, but we move.
Yeah, it's a shame being obviously having family that from Scouse.
My sister rebelled. My dad, very anti-Scouse. My sister rebelled, and it is what it is. But yeah, I mean, so go on then. If Liverpool fans won't say it, Mo, ask him the question about Liverpool. I know you've got a top-notch question. Put him on the spot, please.
Do you think Liverpool is better this week than last week? Then do you think?
That was shithousery at its best.
Oh dear.
All right, it's pretty much a last little bit that time's up.
That was fucking brilliant question. I didn't even think we were going to come to that. Dude, last week.
Let me. Are you like what? Like, I'm sorry. I just have to ask. Were you like down last week and talking about outside of top 4? We're fighting with top 4.
No, he's a Luton fan last week. Yesterday? No, he supported Luton last week.
And then this week, you're like, we're winning the league again. Is that?
He's Liverpool. Oh yeah, that's the one coming out the woodworks. You still ain't answered the question.
Because he gets it.
I was all good. To be honest with you, I've briefly watched a couple of Liverpool pre-season games. I haven't really paid too much attention. I'm not going to lie.
Until today.
You don't support City.
No, even today, I didn't really watch
bro.
it.
City or more you.
What's that, sorry?
I see you've got an England flag behind you. You can't support Liverpool. They're not in England.
He's trying to hire. He's trying to get you in. He's trying to get you in.
I fully agree. That's all right, man. Go on.
No, you finish. You're the host today.
But so you got anything else you want to plug?
If
apart from a
people
bath,
could
maybe
subscribe to my channel, that'd be much appreciated. T-Boys TV. And thank you guys for bringing me on again.
Yeah. I'm gonna
if you give me a sec, I'm gonna post it right now for the guys in the comments. There you go. Look, T-Boys TV. Click on that link.
Sorry, last thing. Is your name like Tim, or do you actually like tea?
No, my name's Tyler, but everyone, for some
Okay,
reason,
cool.
my nickname was T-Boy in school. So I
Oh,
think
all right,
You didn't
Timothy.
make everyone cups of tea, did you?
No, his name's Timothy,
Oh,
man. He's embarrassing. I know it, man. Back in the Arthur days.
I've got it. I
But yeah,
found
man.
you already. The
I big up
algorithms
you,
are working on you. It found you very quickly. So salute.
Yeah,
to
it
you.
did. Yeah, man. I big up you, man.
thank you.
Subscribe.
Next one, Sid. I know you've been. I know it's late
Cheers,
for you, boy,
Sid.
but cheers, though, man.
I like Sid.
Yeah,
Little
man.
Sydney- Sid's a good guy.
Sid's a good.
guy.
He's actually a very, very logical. You know what?
And I love his smile.
I don't really
see
give.
his smile backstage.
Yeah, it's infectious.
Look.
He's actually. Look at him. Look at him.
You know what? He's a Chelsea fan that we actually
He's
really
a Chelsea
like.
fan. Yeah,
Whoa.
man.
I love it.
Whoa.
He's coming for you, Cass.
He's
Oh,
not coming
good.
for
Get him
me.
in.
He's
Oh
probably
no,
gonna. You know what?
Chelsea's assembling
Havertz?
slyly against you.
Havertz.
Because of
You know what?
Havertz.
I don't mind.
Just
You know
because
what?
of Havertz.
Let's get him in. Let's get him in. Let's get him in. I big up Sid, man. Oh, not me. Go on, how you
You know
doing,
what,
man?
Sid, you know, we're going to teach you something real quick, yeah? So when people phone in on Never a Foul, don't start the clock yet because this is me talking. When people phone in on Never a Foul and they're on their phone, there's something that when we're being polite, we don't bother asking people. But if we're being honest, what we would absolutely love you to do, because we really like to use all the real estate on the screen, is to turn your screen like that. And hopefully you haven't got it on lock. Go on. Slow turn. That's the slowest 90-degree turn I've ever
seen in my life. Yeah, keep turning.
It's definitely got it on charge. No. You're turning it the wrong way. Hold
No,
Jesus.
landscape.
Like
What he
slant-
needs is
landscape.
landscape.
I don't want to see your
landscape.
house. Yeah, he's got it on screen lock. It's
You
all
got
right.
a
screen
screen
lock
lock.
This.
So the
Next
phone
time,
will
if
be-
you take screen lock off and you turn it, it means that you take up the whole landscape. And when Soups is watching, he hates stuff like this because he's a perfectionist. He'll be like, ooh, landscape not being used. But anyway, we will move because I've seen a picture of London, I think, in the background.
Yes.
Hold tight, London. So what you
Oh, go
going
on.
to speak about?
Tell
Time
us,
to
tell
start
us.
I want
now.
to start with what Barca are doing. They're messing up our whole transfer window. Now they are behind Kounde, and it's like Chelsea don't have a pull nowadays because we can't.
Chelsea
even
don't have a
pull
pool. You heard
player.
it, guys. I had Timo. Are you hearing this, Timo?
Sorry, can you
don't
just
have a
remind
pool?
me,
because it's a
who do you
fact,
support again?
Chelsea.
Right, and he's not meaning a swimming pool, okay? He said
Nah.
pool.
It means pool.
Yeah, but it's like that because Kounde was before the preseason start. Kounde was here for a vacation when Marina was here, and then we decided he's not our target, and now we are back when he's working for Barcelona. So that doesn't make any sense for going for him and wasting time. Sevilla have said that he has not ruled out a move for Chelsea, but it's like he's disrespecting us. We have verbal agreement with Sevilla, and now he's disrespecting us by saying that I want to wait for Barcelona. So
Well,
I think it's a time waste because they got their second lever today, and if they can pull off the money from them, then we wasted our whole time in getting an important position, which is the centre back.
but
So who else
listen,
would you want
listen.
then now? So
Yeah,
who else
that's a
would
good
you want
point.
now?
Yeah, go on.
Who else would you want?
I would like to go to a back four. We have 5 centre backs, 2 reserve centre backs, and 3 frontline. I consider Chalobah as frontline because he played very well last season and he can develop. I want to go to back four now.
So
Why
you would
not?
go to
Why
Thiago
not?
Silva and Koulibaly then?
Why not?
Yeah.
I've been
Very
saying this for
interesting.
so long.
I've got a question for you. What happened yesterday
Yeah.
against Charlotte FC, founded in 2019? 1-1, took you to penalties, and you just about won 5-4. So it's just like, did you watch it
Hold
last
on,
night?
hold on. Let me be clear. Havertz, yeah. I don't know if that was a miss or a trick shot. If it was a trick shot, that was very special. Man put it over, learned from Kepa, put it over the crossbar, but landed it flush in a bucket, right?
Yeah.
Flush in
skills.
If he
Soccer
meant
AM
that,
stuff,
that
man.
was fucking
I-
elite.
I would like other skill which is going in top of the net, but it's fine.
Yeah, far more important. Far more important. You know what? I get what you're saying about Barca but welcome to my world. We've had Eric Garcia go. Sorry, Ibrahim Diaz go.
Yeah.
Where's Ibrahim Diaz now? We had Eric Garcia go. Well, unfortunately, they're now after Kounde and multiple other centre backs. Where's he gone? Ferran Torres looks like he's being given the back heel out as well. And so now they've turned into Laporte. I saw this morning, it's kind of good because that means maybe they realise they're not going to get Bernardo Silva. But it's just something we have to realise that unfortunately, however shit it is, Barcelona at the moment is still Barcelona, and with the it's shit, bro. But
the size of club is very big for competing against, even if they don't have money.
It's shit. It's shit.
Yeah.
They
And
have
especially
money. They
but
have
imagine-
money, Sid.
imagine that
They
they
have money.
wrote to a month and a half, 2 months ago. They wrote to UEFA complaining about us and PSG.
Yeah.
Mad. I've got a question for you, by the way.
Still
From
owe us
Keenan.
money for
Ask-
fuck's sake.
He said, ask this man if he thinks Chelsea are a lock for third place. He says, man, we all know who you not Keenan, you know who Sid is. You talk to him every single night. I see you two back and forth every night on Discord. So
Oh, he
Discord
says
friends.
Seatel Gunnar.
yeah, that's the one.
Oh man, he's just a troll, man. He says Zinchenko is better than Kovacic. It's all done.
Whoa.
He has a
No, I'm
good ball
joking.
knowledge.
I'm joking.
But he says, are you in lock for third place? He said he's asking.
No, I never said. I said on the last
Brilliant.
show that we would fight for third, and we are locked in for fourth.
Wow, I've got another question.
No, that's brilliant. I want to look in his eyes virtually.
Yeah. Jamie Gordon says, Arsenal fan, can Hudson-Odoi make an impact this season? And that
That's a
would
good
be
question.
no.
He need a good loan spell to a Premier League club, someone like Newcastle or Brighton, who don't have, in my opinion, quality attack. So he can go there
Brighton's
if
a good
there is a
point on that, yeah.
possibility.
It's a good
Mo, do you
point,
have
it's a good
anything?
point.
You have anything to ask Sid before he goes?
Actually, just it's. Do you think that you will actually drop out of top four, or you think because you just said that you're locked for fourth, but it looks like everybody's moving forward, but you're not moving forward as much, especially for the front line. Are you scared a little bit of Man United if they get their signings in and Martial the form? Are you scared at all?
See, we need to perform on the pitch, but as of now, I am confident that Chelsea can lock fourth, because even though Kounde comes or not, we are still going for another centre back, might be Kimpembe or someone. But that defense is good with Reece James and Chilwell.
You
on
don't rate
either side.
Kempembe though that much, Sid.
Yeah, but it's like you have to play someone. If we are going for back three,
I
You
quick
think
question.
so?
That's how Man
Defense, Sid.
United.
Last
That's how
thing-
Man United felt about Shaw and Maguire for a couple of seasons. So I do.
Yeah, Elias asked this last question. Quick, yes or no? Is there actually pressure on Havertz's third season this year?
yeah, definitely.
Definitely.
He
There
needs
you
to
go, man.
improve
And
his numbers, because as things stands now, he is the number 9 in our team. He has to perform from the center. It's not always about fluidity and how he brings others into play. He needs to score because our team needs that. We are in a lack of creativity, power, and we need someone from that center to score, not just be around the box and float. We need him to score this season. We need
Yeah,
that
man.
badly, because the numbers are very poor. Though he's generational, whatever Chelsea fans say, but I want to see numbers rather than step padding or anything. If he toe pucks in all the goals, no problem. But I need goals more
Sorry,
than his
before
talent.
before we end now, firstly, Sid, I know you will call next week, and I want you to call next week. Make sure your screen
Yeah.
is unlocked so you can turn it, and then you can look
Okay.
beautiful on screen. Secondly, can I just commend you because you've come on, and this is very difficult as a content creator that does a lot of different channels. It's very hard to come on and speak. I don't want to say negatively. Speak honestly about your club or rival clubs. It's very
I
difficult.
don't mind that. I
You've
don't
done it,
mind
which
that.
I salute you because you haven't
Took a
been
leaf out of our
overly
book.
biased. You haven't been
We-
over biased, and I salute you for that because me and Sid speak most days, to be fair, on Instagram. But salute you, Sid, and keep smiling.
I am always speaking facts on Discord. Sometimes people like that.
Some
Sometimes
Chelsea
don't.
fans don't always do that, but by the way, that's
Yeah.
not sending for anyone before anyone comes at me.
all right, big up you, Sid,
Yeah.
man.
Love, Sid.
Yeah.
Speak to you later.
Good night.
But oh, my bad. I was going to give you a proper introduction.
look at
Zaberi.
sorry.
Never mind.
Look at this background. I fucking love it.
Oh yeah. It's very my bad. I'm gonna give you a proper intro. I was meant to remove him or anything like that. My bad. But obviously we've got a Liverpool fan up next. But before we do that, guys, please do smash a like button if you haven't. Like it's 74 of you watching. Obviously you're re-earning that that title, man. You know, the belt where it says Ratio Kings on it. But we need more ratio. That's the thing, because guaranteed there was 20 other people that I'll probably hear about 10 minutes ago that have left, and the new 20 have come in, and you haven't liked it yet. So do drop the like button and make sure you do not dislike it. It looks like this.
By the way, look at my shirt. Can anyone clock what's going on in my shirt?
I think I see a animal in there.
Yeah, that's fine. But you need to be far more. It's a Kenzo
It's a monkey.
shirt, but
Monkey.
you know,
monkey.
you need
Chimpanzee.
to be far more precise. No. You need to be, and the first person in the comments, you need to be more precise. It's not just any monkey. I want to be a man cub and stroll right into town.
Is it Curious George?
Jungle Book.
Oh, yeah.
I'm too old, man. It's Jungle Book.
I know what Jungle Book is, but I haven't watched it in years.
I want to be like you.
Oh, my.
I want to walk like you. Talk like
All right.
you.
Listen,
Steve hates all my attire. But listen, it is what it is, people.
Yeah, man. We got a Liverpool fan coming in. He's been on Coppish. He's been on actually quite a few Liverpool channels. I think he was on Grizz's channel last when I did see him. He talks quite good sense for a Liverpool fan at that, from my perspective. It's very real. Not only is he a doctor, he's coming here to save some lives. He's come to see some of you Liverpool fan opinions. Yeah, he was. Yeah, man.
Yeah, from America,
man. From America, all the way there, right now. Doctors are
wham this week.
We conquered all of Europe. I just wanted to say that when I came in. Yeah, I just wanted to say that based on the intro.
What did you
What's
say?
going on?
What did you say?
So we conquered all of Europe.
Oh, yeah.
You know what? I just said he talks sense for most.
We don't care about you. we got kicked out of Europe. Well, we kind of left, so you know.
All right, that's fair. I'll
claim that one as that's my quick exit out of that. But what are you saying? You good?
Nah, hey, I got a couple questions for you, man. You man always do this calling on Thursdays.
Yeah.
Thursday, same time.
For now, it might change when the league starts, depending on what other shows might be on. But
okay.
Once a week, we will do a call in always.
All right, I'll put this in the calendar. The third fella, I'm sorry, man. How you doing, man? I don't think I've seen you before.
I'm good. I'm Mo. Moamen.
Mo? I like that name, man. You're a Liverpool fan?
No. I'm
controversial.
Not. I don't support any club.
Oh, neutral.
Yeah, that's good.
So quick background on Mo, real quick, and don't start the Wham brothers timer yet. Sorry, I'm going to call you that until I know your actual name. You're bigger than me, so I'll call you Wham.
Zuberry.
He's an Egyptian Inter Milan fan that lives in America, and I'm trying to work out. He has certain allegiances that I am trying to work. His football knowledge is sensational. That's why he's one of our.
He's a Tottenham fan.
But
like that.
I think he's got a little bit of love for Liverpool. I think as well.
I might have to do some research on that and try to help you out there, Daps.
Yeah.
Because you know what it is? Certain men, they support certain clubs. Like one of my homeboys is a City fan, and I think he was supporting Tottenham for the longest. And he jumped from Tottenham to Arsenal when they picked up a few trophies. Then Arsenal hit the drought, and all of a sudden he's a City fan. So
Bo, I'm backing you on this one. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm backing you on this.
So
one.
what I'm saying is, once you hit the drought, you starting to look for the trophies at. You know, it's kind of like Man U. I think they're there was the big guys on the block. Hold on, let me land.
No, Man U, Man United.
I let you land, bro. These United fans don't.
No. He said Man U, Man
United. Yeah, but let me land. So they was rocking the party, right, Daps?
Yeah.
Getting all the girls, the party's jumping. And then the neighbors just came through with the banging music, the big money, the flashy cars. Ain't no partying on that side of Man U. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Kaz, be real. There's no party on you guys' side of the city anymore. You know what I mean?
There's always gonna be a party, man.
It's just vibes, like Jay Lings and all that. It's just vibes. Rashford is just vibes.
He's doing that in Nottingham, man. It's all right now.
So it's just vibes. I want to ask you on the vibes thing.
Oh yeah.
How long is Rashford vibes gonna last? Because he's not really.
He ain't really vibing, is he?
I'm saying, so that's what I'm saying. So that's why I'm saying let me land, because the vibes is starting to die out. And Ten Hag ain't even riding the fake vibes anymore. Like, he's coming with real vibes. So you got to get rid of some of the fake vibes, though. So.
Oh. You know what? I came for you, not on that part. It's the fact of It's obviously
Pause.
maybe you don't know, but Man United is United, not the U. United. We got to put the United part. It's like not people don't write Newcastle U. It's Newcastle United. You get it? Get it? Little bit of respect. Little bit of respect. Oh wait,
I think
on.
it's kind
Anyway.
of the Western world side of things. I apologize, sir. I'll try to say Man United or never a foul.
Hey. Yeah. Maybe you could do that on Grizz's channel and he will love it for you. We'll love that. But yeah, man. No. Rashford's time is ticking. It's ticking, and he knows it. The club knows it, and I think he himself knows it. So it's up to Rashford if he wants to get his act together and actually start playing. It looks like he's lost a couple yards of pace as it is. I don't know. Maybe he's peaked early as well. I think that back injury finished him.
I could have a convo on Rashford.
I'm not joking.
I never rated the brother. I'm not going to
Ole Gunnar Solskjaer needs to take accountability for potentially.
Yes, he did.
Ruining his whole career for his own job.
He did.
And he
Certain
thought
games, yeah, you're right.
Sir Alex Ferguson done that, but that was a different player from a different era. But if it's a back injury, look at Van Dijk for instance. He had an ACL injury. Look at the way Klopp brought him back.
Oh, I've documented this before. The Van Dijk injury, for me personally, and this is coming from right. So with Vinny, we can pause for this. I'll give him an extra minute. With Vinny, we used to manage Vinny very well. There was one particular
company
game
for people that don't know who Vinny is.
Vinny company. There's one game when we played Liverpool in January when Sane scored, and that season we won the league. And people thought we were going to bring Vinny back in. I said Pep won't do it because no, it's De Bruyne that game. So it's De Bruyne. Pep won't do it because by bringing him in rushed, it also gives a message to the other players that we are reliant on one player, and also to Liverpool. So Pep won't do it. But then towards the end with Vinny, he did it a few times. And what I commend Liverpool with last year, not last season, last year with Van Dijk is he was back in training, documented, round about March time. But by about March time, Liverpool weren't in the title race. So they didn't bother bringing him back at all. They somehow had words with the Dutch squad, which was elite, because Belgium also fucked us up with Vinny and made sure that Holland didn't use Van Dijk either. And the first day of the summer transfer window, Van Dijk was with the Liverpool squad in a high-altitude training. And ultimately, when you have that type of injury, I spoke on this earlier with Ty, and that type of injury, you can't rush back, because if you rush back and your muscle has not the actual muscle that protects your bones has not reformed, you'll get reoccurring. And the way they managed Van Dijk back, I honestly can say it was very, very good. They gave him time. They gave him a whole preseason, plus probably a couple of months running, and then brought him back. And when everyone was like, let's see how the season starts, even then, he didn't rush himself into too many things. And I'd be wrong to come on here and say that I wasn't slyly hoping he did, because that would be me risking injury on someone. But Liverpool managed Van Dijk very, 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 very well. It's one of them few things. But Rashford, there was games for Man United under Ole where, oh my God, you could see the guy was playing through pain thresholds.
Yeah, you know what? It wasn't just that. I remember it was Lingard. He just come out from injury. Yeah, he was nowhere near ready, and there was all sorts going on at Man United v Liverpool. I think if you was watching this game, was doing quite well at the start, to be fair. Ollie, when he first took charge, I think around that time, and he brought Lingard on early. He was nowhere near ready, and then he brought him back off. Literally 10, 15 minutes later. He's ruining. He's not
communication fuckery between amongst your club. Did he
it's
fitness?
You know, sometimes you
don't have a choice. Sometimes you don't have a choice. The problem is some managers are really in the hole that they don't have a choice. They're just trying to hold into anything, and then
and that's what he has been.
Liverpool are like, they had the luxury of bringing him back easy, as Daps said, because they weren't challenging for the league and they had the preseason, blah blah blah. But some clubs, they don't. Like, imagine Harry Kane. They don't have the luxury of easing him in. If the guy is fit, he has to play. Some clubs don't have that, and Ole was like clinging to anything he can do. It doesn't matter if it's Rashford, Lingard. He just wanted to win because he wanted to keep the job, and it didn't work at the end. But Liverpool is different. It's a different way of running a club, and it's just the way it is. They have the luxury of easing players in.
I don't think it was a luxury, Mo, because remember, we was playing midfielders in the back. That's not a luxury. Luxury is when you have like a bunch of center backs and a bunch of other players you can use.
No, but it's a luxury.
That's
the
the
fact
season
that
after.
You were no longer But the luxury.
Oh, you mean like okay, based
you
on where
weren't
we
in
were.
no title race? Yeah, it was like, you know what, this
Oh,
season
okay,
we
yeah,
can
yeah,
write
okay,
off
yeah, that's
and know
fair.
that
That's fair.
next season we go again.
But the
I
other
think it's
question I want to
really
ask you guys, being over there in England, I think you guys put too much pressure and expectation on your youngsters. Like,
All
remember
the
Dele
time.
Alli?
All the time.
Remember Dele Alli with the sauce? He was looking saucy around 2021. Are your
2021.
players, are British players peaking at 23? Because they're looking
Oh,
peaked
his
at
age,
23.
Yeah,
Well,
I know what you
I'll
mean by
be
his
honest,
age. I thought you
19
meant
is
the
a
year.
very at 19.
Oh.
Hudson-Odoi 19, Foden at 19. Everybody's just 19, and then they hit 22 or 23, and it's
It's
too
a
much pressure
stalemate.
on them.
Um,
Yeah, it's too
Oh,
much
you
man.
know what it is?
Too much
You're
money.
spot
One
on.
of the things that I'm saying it for me, it's too much money offered to these kids. Too much money.
Yeah. Sorry, let's just let him finish on this. I think this is a really, really, like, knowing the deepness as well with Dele Alli, because I've got a friend that was extremely close with him, like very close. And he was also a footballer up to a certain age for England schoolboys. And the pressure is insane. When Dele Alli, believe me, when Dele Alli scored his first goal for England, my friend got contacted because of his relationships with the family that night about any fuckery on him. English media is shit. But also, we have to remember as a fan base and also as content creators, one thing I really hate is putting young players in comparisons. And like, especially when you'll put a young player in a comparison with someone that's like 10 years deep in the game. I'll be honest, as a City fan, my whole thing on the Trent Alexander thing, when people is leave him alone, man. The guy, is on course to become possibly one of the best fullbacks to ever be spoke about in English football, if I'm being 100. Whether that be in a system or however want to be, I'm not saying defensively anything, but as overall his contribution to the Liverpool system. But Liverpool fans need to stop over talking him, and other fans will then stop coming for him, because they're only coming for him because you lot are speaking on him. And on that reason, the other youngers that are coming through your club do the same. Don't over talk them. Let them do it on the pitch, because at the end of their career, you'll then be able to do the Gerrard thing that you can do, because they've earned it. And I do believe Trent will earn that.
Well, how did we get to Trent, Daps?
Because it's relevant, bro. We're talking about young people that the fan base has gone for. It's very relevant.
No,
bro,
it is.
You can't
It is.
do
The
this on
pressure
me.
is immense.
You can't do, bro. I know what you were trying to do there. That I'm obsessed with your team. No, I can respect some players on your team. And Trent.
Now I wanted to bring it all the way to Saka, because I think he's the next gem out of England.
Yeah, potentially.
Yeah, I really like that kid.
How much does he
think
like
he
Arsenal though? Because he hasn't signed a new contract yet.
Oh no, he's coming to Liverpool, bro. That's why I'm bringing it to Saka.
I said it.
Like
Yeah,
Jude
no, that's
Bellingham.
why I'm bringing it to Saka. Now he's coming to Liverpool, bro.
Him
I've
and
seen
Jude
this,
next
man.
summer,
I've
right?
seen
Him and Jude next summer.
Nah, it might be a toss-up, with Jude. I'm not even gonna stick my head out there like that. Jude, there's a big party in Manchester. I'm not sure if it's the right or the wrong side, but he might go to that
birthday
party.
this weekend, and I'm going up there. So you must be meaning my party, bro.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? The last question I got for you guys, I'm gonna jump out. I'll watch the response to it. Mata or Milner?
Milner.
Yeah.
Mata
Two
or
old
Milner?
men.
No, hold on. Very
Mata
good
or
question.
Milner?
Firstly, very good question. Latter
sense?
ends of the career, Milner, but we can't ever disrespect Mata.
Oh, okay. Nah, Daps. I was testing you. I wanted to see how you was gonna respond. That was good. What you saying, Kat?
Listen. Fuck Milner for the way he acted at your club, but overall, Milner is a very good player.
Yeah, you can't disrespect Milner.
No,
You can't
Milner
compare
is
him to
consistent.
Mata won the best player in the league one season, guys. You can't
Exactly,
compare.
that's what I'm saying.
You cannot compare
Mata
Milner
was
to
like
Mata. Mata is a
with the
difference
techers.
maker.
I can't lie. If it had to give me Milner or Mata, I'm having Milner. Because we ruined Mata. I've seen it personally. We ruined him.
you
So
ruined
we
him.
didn't get the best out of it. Yeah, we ruined him. So, but because we ruined him, we could have done with someone like Milner. Like, I can't lie over the what if over the years. It's the truth, unfortunately. So that's where it is, man.
I'm glad you said that. I had this conversation with a while ago Arsenal fans slating Milner. I was like, you lot, if you lot had a Milner or a Barry, then you'd understand that these types of players, even amongst a City team with, like at the time, David Silva, Yaya Toure, there was a place for Milner, because there needs to be place for people that do the very simple things and work their arse off, and fridges full of protein shakes, to be honest with you. But it's a good question because Matt early doors. We have to remember Chelsea, when they were winning leagues, Matt was winning player of the season on the bounce. So
no, Mata was class. Then he went to United, and I think in cartoon when he opened the door and there's a brick wall behind there.
Yeah,
that's what Manchester United did to Mata. It was like, come on in, and he went full sprint into that wall.
You know what? I think this is Man United's first part where we messed up. Rooney was on a decline, innit? He should have got phased out a lot earlier, in my opinion. And Mata should have been a guy that we should have built around, and we never did it. And it was all a jumbo. And then Fellaini came in. All these wrong players came. You should have put Mata in there. If you got Tony Kroos next to Mata back then, that would have changed everything.
Matt was a baller.
We still had the same board, so it would have got messed up regardless. But we could have had a better chance if we built a team around Mata instead. So yeah, great. Yeah, if we ruined it, we should have we ruined him when Rashford started coming through the doors and the LVG area. If we actually gave LVG a few better tools, I think we would have done a lot better. But at the same time, we would have
grass ain't always greener, bro. Grass is not always greener.
Yeah, I know.
It's the brick wall behind the door, man. That's how I see Manu right now.
Use him on that right wing. Killed his career, man. All along.
Listen, so we need to. This is unfair because we're giving you longer. But please shout us on socials. We'll get you on a lot more, man, because you're good vibes. And
I'm not really on the socials, I'm
that's
not
even better. I salute you.
I'll try.
I salute you for that 5 times more. So
hey, I'll be back in here every Thursday. I'll try to be in.
Love.
Love that, man. I big up Monts in the cut and Grizz. That was just there as well, man. Obviously showing love, and everyone else that have joined through. Let me just say a couple of them, if you don't mind, Daps and Mo. So obviously, where is it? Pablo in the building. So big up you. McLovin in the building as well. Who else is there? Gunavel in the building. Big up you. And everyone else that has come through, big up, man. Obviously, if you've just come through, do smash a like button. I think we are 10 likes away from 100 on nearly the hour 15 mark. Yeah, man. It's getting all right. It's getting all right, but it's all right because there's a lot of Liverpool stream. I just checked. There's still a lot of Liverpool streams going on.
I get it. This Liverpool stream thing today, and salute to you for being the shameless bastards you are. Quick story. I wanted to do loads of content last season, especially like January times when for me, the season, let me be very clear. I was saying, this title race is far from over because I was studying our games. I knew we had Palace many, many weeks away. But this agenda was built that City thought they'd won the league. And I was, no. I want to come on a Liverpool channel. I want to tell you how the league's not over. No Liverpool fans wanted to do content with me. Then guess what? One Saturday evening, we dropped points against Tottenham. Within an hour, my whole Sunday evening was booked up on Liverpool channels. They'd waited till City dropped points and they were like, let's get him. Like fucking hyenas, right? So I understand there's a lot of Liverpool streams right now talking about Darwin Nunez, and you won't find no receipts on me slating him as well. That's a beautiful thing. But Haaland's birthday, someone put about Haaland's birthday. Is it today?
Big Viking. Is it today then?
Well, it's been very quiet on my timeline. Is it today or is it Friday?
No, it's today. It is today. He's about to finish in about 10 minutes. Wow.
Oh well,
a happy birthday, I suppose, isn't it?
Happy birthday. Next season, I'll celebrate.
Hope you sync up the league. I'll big up Double A. I call him Azza, obviously, in Talking Kit. Do go have a look at Talking Kit if you're into your kits and whatnot. So yeah,
see you tomorrow, and I haven't forgot, by the way, I'll be in Manchester.
Yeah, man. I've got a few questions for City, but I'm going to leave that for when Imran gets on. But next is another Chelsea fan. We all know he's got a nip on and give us a, if you know what I mean. Man, like nipping.
How you doing?
Another background, right? Different place again every week.
Different place.
Nah, I think I was
in Buckingham Palace, by the way, because it's huge.
No, this is my house.
Nice.
Nice one, man.
No, it's my parents. I live with my parents. Okay.
It's still nice, bro.
Still your house.
Claim it. Listen, your players are your players. They're not your owners' players. They're your players. So own them.
Yeah.
Yeah, big respect. What's it that you want to discuss today? How crap cat habits is, or anything like
this war can go on between you two. I'm out.
Wait, who was it that said cat habits was crap? Or was it Daps?
No, it was me. No, I will say loud and proud. You know what? I don't think he's a rubbish player. I just don't think he's lived up to the expectation. Obviously, he was young. It was an investment, and that investment isn't pulling through personally.
He's a
for
legend
now.
on the red side of Manchester, though.
He's a legend.
No, he's not a legend, bro.
Oh, yeah, because he done
really nipper. Are you claiming that? Are you claiming that?
Yeah.
No, I'm not
slightly is a
aware. Are
legend.
you actually claiming that? I mean, claim that, man.
You don't get that, Kaz.
Yeah, I do, because he's scored against City.
I get it, but it's
He's
really
scored
not
against
that
City,
deep,
yeah.
bro.
Yeah, just because he
But-
scored the Champions League and prevented
Yeah, I
City
get
from
it.
winning the Champions League and
But
talking
how
about
long?
Europe. That's
How long can Chelsea fans ride on Champions League winning goal? Is that enough?
No. To be fair, yeah. When we
He's
played them at the
hero.
Etihad, hold on. When we played them at the Etihad, I believe it was a 12:30 kickoff, which means you have to leave London pretty damn fucking early, right? And there was a lot of grown-ass men on a train to Manchester with inflatable Champions Leagues. So you know what, bro? They are going to claim it. They're shameless. I mean, me as an elder person, I'd never get on a train with an inflatable. Sorry?
Say if I don't know, like say if someone from your academy scored a winning goal in the Champions League final.
Well, Havertz wasn't from your academy for starters.
Would you be shameless?
Hold on.
Oh.
Havertz isn't from your academy for starters. But
He
thanks for
isn't.
showing me your legs. Sexy as shit.
But he's young.
Yeah, but he's not from your academy. He is young. I mean, but he wasn't from your academy, to be confirmed. Actually, what I will be shameless as shit about is this season, we took 6 points off of you because of a player that you let go. How about that?
A player he let go is also Liverpool's best player.
Oh,
Yeah, two, to be fair. The two
Two
teams
of
that
them.
finished
Two of
above
them.
you
Two of
are
them.
due to players that basically you, man, let go. That's shameless. I'll do them ones, no problem. And Liverpool fans will back me on that one.
fair enough. But look, De Bruyne wasn't getting in over Frank Lampard. Let's have
Yeah,
it.
it's mad. I mean, yeah, you're right. But Frank Lampard also came to City and fucking scored against you, bro. So
And wait, he wanted to cry. Did you not see how he reacted?
I mean, he still scored. Like Dennis Law scored a back heel and relegated United and wanted to cry. But it happens. Shit happens, bro.
Exactly. So, I
Next
just want.
shot.
So apart from how shit Kai Havertz,
You've actually probably had more shots than Chelsea did at the Etihad this season. Thinking about it,
what do you mean?
Maybe.
I mean that you were dog shit and as champions of Europe to come to somewhere still in a title race and basically play for a loss was mad. That's what I mean.
Fair enough.
Tell me, Nipan, you're challenging for the title if you get a full rule or no?
Nope, we're not challenging for anything.
So what's the target this year then?
A Champions League finish in the well, look, I want to say I want to say I want to be in a title race, but that's not going to happen. So realistically,
Say it.
realistic.
You were in January, and then Tuchel came to the Etihad and basically played for a loss, and then you weren't. So you can say it if you want.
You asked me what I was feeling, so I'm going to tell you. Obviously, I want to be in a title race, but that's not going to happen because City and Liverpool are miles clear of everyone else. But what I will be satisfied with at this moment in time is a Champions League finish and a trophy.
What do you mean by a Champions League finish?
What?
Yeah, I don't get that either.
You don't get it?
Like a top four,
No.
that's what you mean.
Yes.
Of the Champions League, you want a semi-final?
Yeah,
That's fair enough. No, that's the run. I get that. I just didn't get the way you
Like
worded it. That's fair enough. Yeah, that's fair
a
enough. Yeah.
good Champions League run
Yeah,
and
I get that.
a good Champions League run, a trophy, and a top four finish.
Yeah, I get it. I wasn't taking the piss then. I generally didn't get the Champions League finish but top four for me, I'm the same. If City finish get to the semi-final of the Champions League again, I'm happy with that.
Look, if Chris is in the chat, he will agree with me on this. If there are two teams you can rely on when it comes on going deep into European competition, it's Chelsea and Liverpool. Because they have our league form is shit.
No, it's Real Madrid and Liverpool, to be fair.
No, when it comes to English teams, I'm not talking.
Oh, okay.
I'm talking about English teams.
Okay.
Look, both of us have a history of doing well in Europe, like going into the latter stages and all that.
Yeah.
History.
Yeah, you're not right. History is a big thing.
Yeah, the word
There's
history.
such thing.
The word history is a
football
big thing.
heritage. Heritage is a thing in the Champions League. It is.
Football
Yeah.
heritage.
Oh,
Yeah,
I,
man.
I agree. Heritage is a madness in Europe, massively. I
Yeah,
get
man.
that, bro. Not gonna lie.
Nippon,
Yeah.
is there anything else you want to shout out or ask us before things end? By the way,
Wait, are you wrapping up after this?
No, we
got
keep people to 5
couple
minutes
more.
now.
Yeah. Obviously, one went over the line a little bit. That was my bad. I wasn't keeping track, but still keeping it obviously relative.
Let Nippon ask one more question. Go on.
Yeah, you can ask any other
'Cause I
question you
feel
want to
bad
ask.
now.
Anything
I
you
shouldn't
wanna
feel
plug?
bad after the way he introed me the other week, but I do feel bad. So go on.
Look, everyone's equal here on my channel. You're all welcome.
You're not as much. This is our channel, bro.
No. Like, anyway, big.
I'm joking, Nippon. I'm joking. By the way, people, I do know Nippon. We're mucking about. This is not.
Yeah, I have a question for all three of you. What would be your ideal summer signing?
What now? Based on right now.
Right now, this moment.
Back to you first.
Okay. Jules Kounde.
Maybe this is a question for. So this is a question for himself.
Kounde.
Okay, I'm gonna start with myself. Jules Kounde, a midfielder, and another attacker.
No, I said one, bro. You can't pick a whole damn team.
Okay. Yeah, I should have. You know what? I'm gonna reword it. What would be your ideal summer transfer window?
Hold on. Are we going back to May and starting again?
No. No, from today until the window shuts on the 11th hour.
This suits you and Cass, who fucking took forever to start your transfer windows. For us City lot
I'm
who got it
asking
done
everyone.
early.
I'm asking everyone.
Go on, then. Well, I got three.
All
So
right.
you go first, Nippon. Name your three.
I'm gonna go Jules Kounde, another attacker,
Who?
and another midfielder.
No, that's shit.
Which
You've got
ones?
to come better than that, bro. I need
That's
names.
too much.
Okay.
Huh?
Nicola Barella. Sorry, Mo. I know you're an Inter fan.
He's studied you, Mo. He's a fan. Appreciate him.
Well, Inter's in the mud at the moment. They're dead.
If not Nicola Barella, I would try and snap up.
No. Hold on. No, you can't do two in a position now. That's taking it too far, bro.
Nicola Barella,
Yeah, and then move on. Yeah,
and old boy Leroy Sané.
Wow, you still haven't got a striker to play alongside Raheem Sterling. That's fine. Cass, on to you now.
De Jong, Sangare, and Michael Elise. If it was my choice. Done. Right wing, centre mid, and DM done.
Mo, you can pick Tottenham, and who would you get for Tottenham if you could right now?
If they need somebody, they need De Vrij in the middle to replace to play sweeper for them instead of Eric Dyer, and that's it. And maybe I don't know if they have
they
a
got
right
two
wing
more.
back.
You got two more for vibes if you want.
They have. There's no Hakimi on the right side,
Good shout.
but that's it.
Wow, Tottenham only need two signings.
Not
and
even a
they're ready to
challenge.
Challenge. Yeah.
No,
great
it's
shout.
Hugo Lloris is still the French #1 goalkeeper. You can't just get a goalie because you want a goalie. It doesn't work like
Of
this.
course you can.
Would you
No,
go
it's fine.
He
You
just
know what?
signed
That
a
is
new
mad.
contract.
No.
He just signed a new
no.
contract, and I'm a realistic person. These are realistic signings for them. But talking about
Oh, sorry, Mo. I'm putting you as a Tottenham fan tonight, just for click vibes. Yeah, you've literally said Tottenham have three signings to get them to challenge, and you said, "Fuck that, give me two, and we're winning the league." Basically,
I didn't say winning the league, but I said
right. So, if I was to go with City right now, I would go with Cucurella left back. I would go with you know what? I'm going to take this as a signing.
no one. He can't find anyone to replace in his team.
No, Bernardo Silva stays. I'll take that as a signing all day long. And final one, if I have one more signing, I would go and buy. I would go and buy Fofana as future.
So basically,
we
you
only need left
one
back.
player, right?
Yeah, we
You
do.
only
I
need
mean,
one
I can
player.
say that happily. Yeah, we need Cucurella, but I'll take two more just for vibes.
Yeah. Man.
Anyway,
yeah.
Nippon.
Can you nip off if you don't mind?
Yeah, big up all of you. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Subscribe to Never a Foul, and and also follow all these lovely panelists on social media. And yeah, big up all of you. I'll see you all next week.
Nippon, see you next week.
Nice
Have
one,
a great
man.
week and love, bro. Nippon will always bring something very special. I don't know what it'll be, but it'll bring something special. He managed to get far more than 5 minutes out of us. He's the only person that can almost he can speak to me to a point where I feel disrespected. Like intro me, you make me feel like I can go on huge channels and feel respected. I go on Nippon's channel and feel disrespected. But then I get him on here and I feel bad, right? But hold tight, Nippon. I love the support is real. He is a nice guy deep down. He's a very, very nice guy. Oh shit, I forgot Jude Bellingham. No, sorry. Jude Bellingham would have been in my mix also.
I was going to say, leave that one for Imran anyways.
Jude Bellingham wouldn't start for you.
He will next. He might. He'll starting over Gundogan, but it'll be a bit part. And the next season when Gundogan leaves, and I think Bernardo will leave next summer, then he will become very relevant.
Gundogan doesn't start for you. He's not a starter now.
I hear you. We rotate, bro. Sterling played 48 games last year, so but Jude Bellingham will end up being a pivotal part of our team. But yeah. Anyway.
By the way, yeah, you know what? It's 4 likes away. It's 4 likes away from 100.
I've just seen who's back.
What are you guys doing? I asked for that about nearly 10 minutes ago. You're telling me there's 80 people in here fluctuating, and you can't. There's 4 of you that can't even do us a service, get us to 100.
Looks like
is that how much you lot don't rate us? No, they don't. No. It's not about what they look like. Yeah, I've had enough.
Oh, he's doing
I've had enough.
ones.
Yeah, no, I've had enough. Guys are coming in here. We're giving you great content, yeah, and everything, and you don't want to smash a like for us.
But we really appreciate you.
Yeah, that's
so
United
are just a little bit spoiled. So.
It's for free, it's for free. It's for free. 2 more away, but I appreciate whoever did do it. Big up you, man. Big up.
Do you know what I will say as well? Also, is there's one thing that I've been very, 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 very passionate on is that when you become a monetized channel, and we've been monetized way before most of you watched us, you can pay membership to become a member, and I'm very passionate about not doing that until we have fully earned it and we are giving you content that is fully worthwhile. I never push for super chats because, again, I don't, but a like is free. So please, people, just when you join one of our streams, just tap that like, because what that does is far more important than any super chat, any membership, because it helps to push us to other people. Now, on that note, who are we bringing in next?
Narrit. I'm going to bring him in. I know Narrit's been around for a long time. I said special guests, people I've known for a long time, don't need it. They don't need a camera.
The last one. I recognise Narrit. And after Narrit,
I recognise you from Griz's channel.
Isn't getting
That's Narrit.
Hold on. Whoa, hold on. From Thailand.
Thailand Liverpool fan. Let me give you the screen. You know what?
Bro. Salute.
Yeah, man. Salute to you. What am I doing here?
Can you guys hear me though?
Yeah, you're perfectly, man. Your background. I'm just clocking that. You'll never walk alone.
Firstly, before we get into, and Cass, don't start the timer yet. Before we get into what you might want to talk about, I know that you obviously paid a lot of money, and I was on the stream with Grizz that day. Now, my dad, rest in peace, lived in Thailand, and the reason why he lived in Thailand is because the cost of living over there is so damn cheap. So, based on that, for a game to be £300 to go to is about as bad as, to be frank, I'm going to say it, City paying Zinchenko 20 grand a week. But how was it for you? Did you enjoy it? Did you make the most of it?
Yeah, to be fair,
you lost. Okay. You lost to United. I've just realised. Yeah. Did you enjoy losing to United?
Yeah, I mean, £350 to watch that 4-0. Say no more. But the thing is, it was my
10.
It was my 4th time watching Liverpool in Thailand, and obviously I've been to Anfield twice, once for a game, once for the stadium tour. But yeah, it's my 4th time watching my team play here in my hometown. But I mean, 4-0. I went with my friends, all United fans. I left before, I think, the stoppage time. I'm like, we were
You
supposed to
did
go
it
for some
United.
drinks.
You did it United when you lot played them at Old Trafford and you left before
We were
the end of the
supposed to
game.
go for some drinks after the game, but I just went back home. I messaged my friends in the group, and I was like, "Yeah, fair play to you guys. That's probably the only cup you'll win this season." But we moved.
I promise you, I didn't plan a word of what I just said there.
One more cup more than you.
Yeah.
Narita, was the stadium full? Was there any empty seat in the stadium?
The stadium here. So I think the stadium is called Rajamangala National Stadium here in Thailand. So it's where the national team play, and I think the capacity is around 50,000 fans. But not all fans showed up because literally I paid, like I said, almost £350 for the ticket. But guess what? One day before the game, all the tickets were 50% discount, and 2 hours before the game, they were handing out for free. So apparently, Man United fans wanted refund when they found out that Ronaldo wasn't coming. So, the fan base here, I mentioned a couple of times, there are lots of Liverpool United fans. It's 50-50, but when they heard that Ronaldo wasn't coming, that's when they all just wanted to just, get their money back.
So thanks for saying that. So just to confirm, it was a Liverpool v Man United game, and a day before it got dropped to 50%, and then the day of the game they were handing out tickets for free at a stadium that holds 50,000.
Right?
Any City fans that are watching this, clip that shit up all day long. Right?
Because I thought that Thailand has one of the biggest Man United communities, right? In Asia, right?
Yeah.
Free tickets.
Yeah.
They're massive.
I would say
that's what they tell us. That's what they tell us all the time.
Biggest two teams in England, tickets are free. Anyway, let's move on from that.
Let's move on.
You've made my day. Thank you, sir.
Now your timer can start. Respectfully.
Yeah. So first of all,
Nunez. Go
on. No, I actually wasn't gonna come here and talk about Darwin Nunez. He's no more Darwin Noodles or Timo Nunez. You can put that to bed for now.
It's just noodle foot. It's just noodle foot for now.
Yeah, I mean, he's still he has to bang in the Prem. So, I'm not gonna say much about him. Obviously, other Liverpool fans, they've done that, right? But first of all, before I begin, about my topics today, it's 6 a.m. here in Bangkok, and I want to praise you guys. First of all, smash that like button, and you guys are amazing because this is the only channel I can think of that has content every single day. I'm up here 3-4 a.m. I see you guys are coming. No matter who's the moderator, who's the host, but I'm always in the chats. Contributing as much as I can. I can send in a super chat from here.
You know what? Just
because
that comment,
chat, just give us a like, bro. Never give us a super chat for paying £350 to go and support your team. Never
just for that comment. Just for that comment there. I'm gonna pause the timer just for a little bit.
But deep down, I have remembered you on Grizz's channel since then, because when you said and like I said, knowing from when I can go to Thailand when my dad was alive and I could stay in a very nice hotel for £15 a night, right? And then I'm seeing that football clubs are doing that. It's like, this is shit, this is really shit, but it's what it is. But the fact that, and also how I can always see with your red headphones and everything, you love football, man. So you shouldn't have to pay £300 to go and see your heroes. Now, how did you feel about the fact that Salah went on the tour when he didn't need to and still came out and put a shift in?
100%, because I thought when he signed the contract, he can be like, yo, Gaffer, I've signed the thing. Just give me another week off. He probably deserves it anyway. But I was glad, I went to the hotel when the players arrived from the airport, and every time I was there for 2 days, literally when they were back from training or before training as well, I was shouting singing his song. And I mean, it's good to see him coming on for the last 30 minutes, obviously hit the post, but the Egyptian king, I was proud to actually witness him play. And obviously I watched him at Anfield. Like I said, the one game that I watched
big up to you for going to Anfield. Big up to you for going to Anfield, because there's certain man that probably live close to Anfield and so forth and haven't even made a trip.
Yeah, and I'm actually planning to do my master's degree in UK next year. So, hopefully I can attend more games 100%.
Well, Grizz is paying for you, bro. So make sure.
Yeah, he told me to.
If you need his address, I'll give you it.
Yeah.
Hit him up. Yeah, 100%. But it's obviously my debut on this channel, but I've spoke to Daps and
no, I've seen you around for a minute in the comments,
But I was gonna pick all you guys up, man, because I've been watching Daps since the Football Terrace. He's been on in Copish as well, and Kaz. Now you're at the Football Terrace as well, and Mo. Actually, I actually do
Mo's
know
been on
Mo
Terrace for a
because
long time.
he's there at the
That's how I
Football
met Mo.
Terrace,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
you
yeah.
know. So I know he's an Inter Milan fan, so I got a question for him as well. But before we talk about the Serie A, I want you guys to probably not an unpopular opinion, but more of a hot take of this upcoming Premier League season. Whatever you want to say, any club about the relegation battle, first manager to get sacked. Actually, that's my next question. First manager to get sacked. But for me, my hot take is, I'm not sure if it's a hot take, but Nottingham Forest will take off points from all the big 6 teams in one of the fixture at least.
Yeah, putting Man United.
No, he said all 6. He said all 6.
Oh, what will take a point?
It's amazing.
I can see as a Liverpool fan, I can see us going there and dropping 2 points. I hate to say it, but I mean, I can see Liverpool.
You nearly did it to Leeds. We did it to Leeds. I get it.
I mean, I can see City and Liverpool getting 6 points, obviously, against them, but I won't be surprised if they take points off us. But I can say it with chest that they will at least get a draw or win against the other 4 top sides. So
this is the best wild take I have heard in about a month, because I listen to a lot of podcasts and I watch a lot of shows, and there has been a lot of talk about what's your wildest take, what do you think the most outlandish thing, but this what you said is something else. It's outside the box. It's actually says that you're just thinking about the whole picture. It's not only top 6, and it's amazing. It's amazing.
This is what I love about the Premier League, though, you know, so anything can happen. But yeah, that's the first question. What's your hot take for this coming season? Second question is, this is to everyone, by the way. The second one is first manager to get sacked. For me, is Frank Lampard, because if I'm not wrong, yesterday
I'm with you on that one. I'm with you on that one.
MLS team 4-0. I think they lost yesterday.
But that mean, what about Chelsea then? They drew 1-1 with a team that's been around for like what three years, and does that mean he's going to get sacked?
Yeah, but yeah, for me, it's definitely Frank Lampard, and I think the second favorites who comes close probably Jesse March. I think if Leeds United, they've lost their 2 key players, Calvin Phillips and Rafinha. I think if by Christmas they're bottom of the league, I think he's a shout. But definitely Frank Lampard, I see him going the first. Last season I predicted with my friends that Patrick Vieira will be the first, but I was clearly wrong about that because they play good football. It proves me wrong, but yeah, that's the second question.
Yeah, so you asked us about like who you're going to get relegated and stuff. So I like how you done this because it gives me every chance to bring this up. What we thought on the here and now of the transfers that went on literally only about 5 days ago. This is what we predict.
I was actually watching this. Actually, I was watching.
Yeah, that's who we think are going to get relegated, and so far that's what we think is going to. You know, we'll do another one in another. And is it next week, Daps? I think in another week, a week away, a week and a half away Sunday. Yeah. That's what we think.
You know,
is going
we did
to
it
be.
on Saturday, but I'm going to be on a plane on the Saturday, so we'll do it Sunday.
Yeah.
But,
that's what we've done anyways. So yeah.
And you know what? And actually, if we look at that, if it's gone, if you put it back up quick, if you look at that, you know what? There could be a shout that you could say with Bournemouth that because it's Bournemouth, that it doesn't mean the manager will definitely get sacked. But if Everton finish 19th or Lampard's gone. So I think it's a good point. And the last one, I've wrote that on my board is a hot take. The last one you said about the Nottingham Forest one, because it's very interesting. If that comes back, listen, when you come to when you come to England next, if that prediction is right, not this season, because you'll have to wait a season unless the first 6 games. Yeah. When you next come to England, I will take you to a Manchester City game on me as well, and put you in a hotel in Manchester as well. If it comes correct, because that is a bet that, like, you know, when you see them bets, like, you know what, it might not come in, but I'm gonna put £50 on it, because if it does, I could be very rich. And that take there. It's an interesting take. So if that comes in season after next, I will one night only. I'm not paying your flights, by the way. I'm not built like that. But I will put you in a hotel in Manchester that is respectable enough for me to sleep in it and take you to a City game, just so you get to see real football.
No, I appreciate it, man. But I mean, I guess I have to be not just a Liverpool fan now, but also a Nottingham Forest fan this coming season.
You do.
Might as well get a shirt.
Which means you have to cheer on Jesse Lingard.
Yeah, maybe my hot take is all Jay Ling's tax, Lingard tax because he signed, but they got my right back Nico Williams as well. So
I
you
hope
never
we
know.
absolutely clatter him when we play him. I can't lie.
And I don't see them getting points away, by the way. Most are going to come at the home stadium. I think the fans play a major part. So, yeah, first thing is hot take. Second thing is first Magic gets sacked. And last to Mo, in your opinion, who are the favorites to win the Serie A or the Scudetto this upcoming season? Is it AC Milan again because they won it, or is it back to Juventus because of their reinforcement, with Di Maria and Pogba? Because I watch the Serie A sometimes if it's just like a big game, like Juve against Inter or the Milan derby. So I want to know from a Serie A Italian league fan, like what's your take on the upcoming season? Who are the favorites? And yeah,
no Inter.
That's all. I'll try calling in every week.
The short answer is Inter are still favorites. They have the best squad in the league. There is nobody better than us. I'm not just saying that. It's based on numbers. We were lacking speed, and we added Lukaku. We were lacking someone who can battle up top, and we added the only one. If we keep what we have now, we have the strongest defense, the strongest midfield, and actually the strongest front line. And nobody's stronger than us. It's as simple as that. And we were talking about this on a space yesterday, and on a stream on the Inter channel, and it was just. We did it player by player. There's nobody line by line. There's nobody better than Inter this year. So as of now, if we sell Skriniar, we're outside of the top 4. It's simple as that.
So would you say Skriniar or Barella, who is more key to this team?
It's Skriniar.
Who would you rather keep if you were gonna lose one? And
I would keep Skriniar.
Okay. And yeah, Daps, maybe next week I'll talk more about the Community Shield because that's Saturday. I mean, 1 week from this Saturday, but next Thursday.
I'm away for a couple of days in Portugal, and I need to test. To be honest, I'm going to test my Wi-Fi as soon as I get there because I'm going to try and do streams. But if not, we'll rearrange it. I want to get you on more.
I've got a hot take.
Go on. Likes?
I reckon Roma are going to finish in the top 4 next season.
Oh,
that's my hot take.
Matic, Mourinho.
I think Matic and Dybala add a lot to that side.
And
I'm
Mourinho,
not joking.
you know what? The mad thing
Second
is
season syndrome for Mourinho, Daps.
No, you know what is?
He never failed.
Hot take.
He never failed. He never failed.
Nah, but he's got time to build. He's had his own time and no pressure to build on that Roma team.
But that's what I'm saying. He never failed. It's the other way. He never failed in the second season. Never. Always.
I can already see one of his celebrations pointing at on his tattoo next season.
Oh yeah. That's the one. And
but
celebration.
But listen, this is it. This is spot on. Like I said, I remembered you from that show with Grizz.
Big up.
Firstly, I actually mentioned you to my ex-wife, like how, like it was quite as a football fan. If you take it back, strip back all the bollocks that you sometimes see on YouTube, to have someone come on that was so in love with the game, and even though it's Liverpool, I don't get it, but you're in love with your club. It was very nice. You're a very respectful young man, and clearly you love your club to spend that much money. So you're welcome on whenever, and we will definitely line up to talk on the Community Shield. Let me put this caveat out there: couldn't give a shit about it, mate. League, but we can talk on it, no problem whatsoever.
Yeah. Because I think the last time we played in the Community Shield, we lost to you a lot in the penalty shootout. It's good for us to win one so Klopp can complete the set. But
I don't remember. It was a Community Shield.
But yeah, on a serious note, Daps, it's the second time today, and in the last show with Grizz when you guys were on as well, I didn't mention because I was too nervous, and you mentioned about your dad again today. So rest in peace to your dad, and he's in a better place now. And
100%.
Big up to all three of you, and I don't want the next caller to be waiting.
Got a nice Buddha send off as well. So yeah, thank you, bro, and enjoy that weather. I'm sure it. Sorry, one last question for you. When it is what's the season where everyone pulls out super soakers and goes out and literally just like it's a massive water fight across the whole of Thailand?
Oh, water festival. It's called Songkran. It's in April. Yeah.
My dad hates it. My dad hated it. Oh, he's moody as hell.
What are you saying? That's Thailand in April.
Well, I need to go. To be frank, I need to go to Thailand and collect my dad's ashes. Joking aside. So
do you want to go in April
at some point? What, just for a water fight? That's a bit mad, bro.
Oh, bro, no, but a bit more than that. But to experience, isn't it? Why not? I ain't had a water fan since I was a
Thailand's a
kid.
great place, man. Great place. Some lovely islands. But listen, thanks for coming on. You are always
No,
welcome.
thanks to
and
you guys.
salute
Thank
to
you so much.
Nice one, man.
Going to bed now at 6 a.m. Much love, guys. Peace out.
Wow.
But
Wow.
this,
No, I was gonna say, wow, with it.
yeah. Cheers, bro. Cheers. But what I was going to say is, this is what my dad used to do. My dad would stay up till any time because over there, like they get so much. I think Mo said about how much football he gets over in America. My dad watched every single Premier League, Champions League, Division 1. My actual real dad that I'm talking about is a Watford fan. So yeah, they stay up late, man. They stay up late. But that caller is the passion that football brings. So always touch the nerve with me. But now, right, we have
83 people watching us.
No. We have someone in the background and he's waiting patiently, and I'm looking forward because it's actually one of my pals that I'm hopefully seeing tomorrow, and he can confirm or not in a minute.
Oh, wait, one sec. Before we do that, what do you mean Big Six Bands raid, Ilyas? You was here.
Huh?
Oh, no, obviously Big Six Bands has just finished and then Monts in it, so big up Monts. I think he redirected it. So
I
love that, man. Love that, man. But yeah,
bro,
man,
they've been speaking on Liverpool for 2 hours.
Oh, bro, it stinks, innit?
Dude, all the streams are up. Every single stream is live now. Every single channel that I have for a Liverpool fan is up now.
Have you got work tomorrow? Come on.
I'm not gonna lie. I was gonna do a watch along for the City game last night, but thought, I can't. Liverpool fans, you are shame. I rate your shamelessness. It's fine.
It's all right, man. But yeah, man, I feel like you want to do his introduction. You know what? There's no time limit. He's gonna be the last one, anyways.
And
he's gonna be
a time limit because he's my pal. So the next guy to come in is my good friend, a Manchester City fan, a fan that I met in Madrid, and since then we also took in the Wolves game together. He's been on the channel. Also, when I go Manchester randomly, we meet up for a drink and some food. He takes me to a good chicken spot in North Manchester. Cassie, you ready to hit the button, by the way? And we're going to get him, let me be very clear, we're going to get him far more involved in one of the Never a Foul umbrella channels. My good friend,
100%.
Imran. Hello,
hey,
mate.
How's it going, guys? How's things?
You good?
I don't deserve that.
You do deserve that. You do deserve that. You always do. You always do. But what are you saying, bro?
No, it's good seeing you, man. Everything all right? Daps?
Right. Joking
Daps,
aside,
right?
yeah, I'm good. Away from the fact he supports Liverpool, it's nice to see fans abroad that are that passionate about their club, innit?
Yeah, I think so.
It's hard for you because of Liverpool.
It's hard.
Cass, I told you. Do you know what I said to Cass? You know what I said?
He couldn't say it. He's like,
what I said to Cass earlier. We were speaking about
yeah.
And I said the thing with Imran is he fucking hates Liverpool. You think I hate Liverpool? Yeah, this guy fucking hates them.
No, it's not. It's not that I hate Liverpool. I don't mind Liverpool. It's the fans I can't stand. It's the fan, and it's not the global fans. It's the fans that are close to me. You know, like live around me. The guys that are on my WhatsApp.
Well, you're in North Manchester, so they're even closer to you. Yeah,
man, I can't stand them, man.
But
you know what? That nicely brings me on to the Liverpool chat to start off with, right? Jose Enrique posts on Twitter.
Bro. Yes, Nazi tonight again.
I don't like his post
again.
anyway, but
has he done it again?
He's been shamed already, man, and he's trying to be more.
Again, this is like his fourth time, bro.
He's done his prediction for the season, and he's predicted Liverpool to win the league. Now, I mean, this is the question: what have they done? Have they done enough to, in the transfer window, to actually say that, hold their chest up high and say, yeah, we're going to win the league? Do you think they can do that?
No.
Yes. Mo.
No.
I'll ask you because I'm biased.
No, because you can't replace Mane with Darwin Noodles and then yes, and you can't upgrade from Mane to I keep calling him Noodles Nunez and think you're gonna win the league when you couldn't do it last season when guys were a year younger, a lot fresher, and all that kind of stuff. I don't know. I can't see it yet.
Yeah.
I can't see it yet.
I think the reason why, look, Mane was a huge player for them, scoring the big games for them. But do you know what? The Liverpool fan base was actually pushing for this guy to become the World Player of the Year. just last year, and losing someone that they rate so highly, and now they've got in Nunez, they actually think they're going to win the league is just, it's ridiculous. I don't think it's even possible. With the signings that they've had and the signings that the other teams have obviously had at the same time. I just think the other signings for their opposition is just a lot better. Yeah, that's it. That's the prediction there.
But Imran, Imran, you don't think like Luis Diaz can replace Mane's performances last year, and then Firmino comes back into the play?
Let's talk about Luis Diaz, right? Luis Diaz. People were saying, and even pundits were saying that this guy's fitted in really well, and he's done a great job last season. However, when it came to the big games, he wasn't the guy that delivered. It was Mane that was delivering in the big games. And Diaz, I mean, even to this day now, we've still got to see a big performance and a big a win in a big game by Diaz, and it's not happened yet. So we keep hearing about Diaz, and I'm not saying he's not a good player or anything. I think he's a really good player. His work, his build-up play and everything. And I think he attacks with pace. He does a lot of the stuff that they already have. But I just think the big games, and including those 3 finals, he played parts in those, and obviously he didn't produce in those games. So I think he still has to prove himself. I don't think he's done enough to prove himself yet.
Agreed.
I've got.
Sorry, can I just say on that?
By the way,
sorry, can I just say on that, because I've been very vocal on Diaz even after his first season.
Oh, that part, yeah.
Sorry, I'm meaning a different Diaz now. I mean a Diaz that hit the ground. Admittedly, he had most of a season, but he won Player of the Season in the Premier League. He changed our defence massively. And you know what? At the end of the season, I came out and said, I'm not ready to talk him up. And even now, I'm saying, no. Give him 4 or 5 seasons before I want to have any conversations about Ruben Diaz. Let's remember, he's 24 years old, okay? Right? So I'm going to hold the same energy with Luis Diaz. He hit the ground sensationally. I've, again, documented sensationally. But you know what, Imran, you're spot on. He slowed down towards the end of the season. He did. And when you deep the Mane thing, and again, I'll be honest, I think the best Mane for me was about 2 seasons ago because of other elements that he brought. But this season, again, big games, it's a valid point. Sorry, I need to go back to fucking Enrique.
Yeah.
Any Liverpool fans in the comp? No, bro, because some of the shit he does, it's just do you know what? If one of our City players did that, I'd be slightly embarrassed, especially if it was someone that we don't really rate that highly. Liverpool fans, honestly, this is not going at you. This is going at that Enrique. Liverpool fans, do you even rate him remotely? He's like twerking for Liverpool to try and get the fan base to, I don't know if he's after a job or something, but keep our fucking names out your mouth because we're little City. Like, keep our name out your mouth. It's weird. It's very weird.
He's acting like he's
he's allowed to give his prediction.
He's allowed to say it, bro, but it's like, yeah, agreed. But when it's a prediction, then a couple of months ago, it was talking about something else. Like, it's too much. He's focusing on City. And ultimately, if he really knew his club and really knew the fan base, he would know the agenda against City is that no one cares about City. So ultimately, he's going against the agenda of your fan base because you're talking about Manchester City constantly. And for me, as a professional footballer, it's slightly weird. I'm not gonna lie, it's slightly weird. Like, anyway, move on with your questions.
Yeah. Moving on.
I'm rattled. The guy rattles me. I'll be honest. The guy rattles me.
I've started 2 questions from earlier. From GB, he says Alvarez is looking so good. Don't you guys think so? Is he?
Yeah, look, based on the performance yesterday, he was sharp. His movement was brilliant. His passing was spot on. He was great at the pressing game. I was happy with all that stuff. But I think at the same time, you've got to understand you can't get too excited in pre-season. One of the things, obviously, you have to hold on his side is that he's been playing competitive football right till the end of June, right? So it's just July where he's not, and so he'll be a lot fitter than a lot of the City players.
And in those
You
climates,
expect him-
did you see the sweat pouring off of some of the City players?
Yeah.
He's used to that climate, so it is relevant. Yeah, bro, they were sweating, whereas he looks a bit more comfortable in the heat. Put it that
Do
way.
you know anything about Alvarez, Mo?
He's good. I think he's going to contribute to the side, but I think he is a third choice forward for them. Like, probably it's going to be Haaland first, and then the false nine, whoever it is, and then Alvarez. This is my thinking. This is how Pep is going to go, in my opinion, because he's a good player and everything. He just needs a lot to learn, and it's different playing in Europe than South America. This is just a big thing.
Do you know? So I personally think when we signed him, there was this: are we going to loan him out? Are we going to keep him? And then after, it's almost like I always talk when Dele Alli got given a chance by Tottenham and then did a lot of stuff to make Tottenham go, do you know what? This guy just needs to come in our team, because every chance we give him, it was a bit like that with Alvarez, because there was this talk, is he ultimately an investment we're going to loan out? But then he just kept scoring a lot of goals, got into the Argentina team. And I think ultimately the way Pep has been is, I need to be round this guy. I can't judge him on what my scouts, I trust my scouts, but I need this guy in front of me. I need to see what this guy is about. And then I can actually decide if he... And I think that's probably the same with like Jesus. When Jesus landed in England, did Pep straight away think, I'm dropping Aguero and playing Jesus? Possibly not. He maybe needed a couple of training sessions to go, fuck me, this guy's ready, throw him in. The one thing I'd take out of it, to be honest with you, is because I'm not going to sit here and act like I've watched him loads, because I haven't. The bit that I take as a City fan, and I always look on these little things, is how he already looks very comfortable around the rest of the team. And for me, that's something that when I look at, we're playing 2 friendlies this season, 2 friendlies. It's almost like Pep trusts the ability of the players. This is about fitness, because we've been back in training camp as long as everyone else, fitness and bonding again. And it's like, you lot get together 2 games, because ultimately we don't need to learn that much about our players. Training's important because of our system, but I don't know. I was happy to see he's part of a group. He's already bonding, already involved, because that is ultimately what Pep is massive on as well, that everyone is part of a team. So we'll see. It's interesting. I can't call it, and that's why I'm so excited, because I can't call what happens with Alvarez. He's like a wild card. Everyone's watching Haaland. It's like, this guy looks fucking good. I'm not gonna lie, 14 million. I'm excited. So we will see. We will see.
I've got another one talking on that as well. Oh, go on.
Just a bit on the critique side of it. He did have a couple of chances. I expected him to do better in those chances. That's the only bit I think I'd like to add to that.
Say it, bro. Say it.
Yeah.
We're comfortable. You can say that.
Yeah, I'm not dissing the guy or anything like that. Obviously,
no.
I expected, we've got this striker, so yeah.
We expected Havertz to score that 1-on-1 fully.
Yeah.
Basically, what's all your thoughts? He's asking basically, what's all your thoughts? And you both watched the youth game yesterday, right? Just saying the preseason game for Man City. He's saying,
yeah.
Imran and Daps, what are your thoughts on all the youth players that played yesterday? For me, Wilson, Esbrand looked sharp. Whoever that is.
Yeah, he came on in the second half. To start off with, he looked comfortable on the ball. I mean, really comfortable. Like he's been playing there, passing the ball around, making the odd runs. He got fouled and got taken down a couple of times when he beaten the players on that left wing.
Sorry, just quick. Imran, tell everyone what position he plays, because
he plays left back. And
there's Corella then.
no, but it's back up. It's good.
This guy's young, and the thing is, as the game went on, you could tell he started going into that youth team mode where he just started playing a completely different game, and he sort of lost it towards the end. But he started off well, and I think he does need. You can tell that he's got the basics. He's got the skill there to really do well in that position. He's got the brains. I think he just needs a bit more fine tuning, and he'll be a good player. But he needs more game time. He needs quite a bit of game time.
What's your thoughts on him, Daps?
Spot on. That's what I said about left back. It is. I've always said that what I was looking forward to this summer was seeing our younger players. And Mbete played as well.
Always exciting seeing youngsters.
Yeah, bro, it always is. It always is. Well, I've said this. I had
everybody
one
gets
moment
excited about this.
Yeah,
do
bro,
Inter have
listen.
any notable youngsters as well? After obviously Daps goes and talks about.
Yeah, we do,
stuff.
but we're finished. We're done with it. Go ahead, Daps.
Yeah. I had a moment on Feed the Goat a couple of weeks ago where someone was talking about Sterling and Jesus, and I was like, you know what? I love what they've done, and I love all the trophies we've won. We've won a lot of trophies. Like we're at a point now where we can stand here and be very proud as City fans, but we can't act like we weren't very proud when Foden came through. Everyone knows it. We can't act like Cole Palmer scoring, even if it was in a Carabao Cup or an FA Cup, is important to us. We've got to a point now where we want to start seeing some of these younger players. We do. Our fan base definitely does. Like, you can just read the comments, Cass, as a Man United fan, and know from the City fans that watch this channel, they know our younger players. We want to see them come through. So you know what? I want to see McAtee play more. I want to see Cole Palmer when he's running forward and he's got De Bruyne and, I don't know, Mahrez screaming for the ball, go, nah, fuck you, I'm putting this in the top corner. I want to see that. That's what we want to see. And if Sterling has to go for Cole Palmer to get more game time, or McAtee to get more game time, or if, you know what, if Cucurella comes in, Cancelo moves to the right, and it is Cucurella and, sorry, forgot his name, Esbrand on the left, I'm good with that. I'm good with that, because that is what we want to see. We trust our youngers. They've been winning leagues at every age group for a while now, and we want to see them start coming through. I'm very passionate about it. I'll be honest with you.
Flipping, there's a lot of, you know what? I'm gonna quickly do this. There's a lot of you talking about your youngsters. All the City fans are coming through right now. So let me quickly do this one. Daniel says, I watch every game since you signed him. He's talking about that Esbrand guy. Zohe, maddest thing is Pep never wanted heart. That's not it. Moji's he's a United fan, my bad. His link up, he's talking about Alvarez. His link up play was exceptional. Maybe we should talk about Alvarez there. Saying I love him, and saying facts Imran. GB is saying facts for real. Clinical is saying the Laps cameo was 2. McAtee is the closest as he gets to David Silva.
Spot on. And also he looks up to David Silva from day one as a little kid. He was
man. There's obviously a lot of comments about that. I was going to quickly comment. What Mo? What's a couple notable Inter Milan youngsters potentially to look out for as well?
In Italy, there's not a lot of youngsters to come through, but we have this project called Kill Them Young. This is what we do in Italy. They just loan the players out, and it never works. So in Italy, it doesn't happen often for the big teams because the pressure is too much for all the youngsters that they get loaned out. Like we have this Pinamonti kid that came in, he scored 12 goals for Empoli last year.
I know him.
But he's never going to get a chance in a big club. Never. He's about to leave again. They're looking to sell him. So we have a young kid called Cassidy and a Carboni. But
Cassidy,
it's not like England. It's not like England. Like England, you can get one guy who's exceptional and you can get him into the club, like Foden, and then Palmer is coming in, Alexander-Arnold when he came through. But it's different. But from what I'm understanding now about English football, the problem is, especially for Liverpool and City, the pressure is too much to give anybody a chance, to take a chance on somebody. You can do that when you're not challenging for the league. But the problem is the media pressure now is too much on the clubs. Like, if you drop a point because you played a youngster in your team, you'll get slaughtered in the media the next day. Yeah. And that goes for top 4 as well. Like, you have seen how much the media was talking about top 4, Arsenal and Spurs, and now it's Liverpool versus City. I bet they will think twice before they give a youngster a chance in the league. They can give him in the Carabao Cup, in the cups, but in the league, it's just too much pressure. 1 point finish, 2 seasons now. It's just too much.
This is a thing, and I've spoken on this a few times. I'm not just going to talk on Pep. I'm also going to say on Klopp as well. But actually, no, fuck it. I'm not. I'm going to talk on Pep for once. Pep got so much pressure to play Foden. So much pressure to give him more game time. So much pressure. And then you look at every time City play in a Carabao Cup game, everyone's like, oh, I hope he plays the youngers. I hope he plays the youngers. I hope he plays the youngers. And He won't. All of a sudden, the lineup will come out. Not really that many in there. And it might have even been Wilson Esperan that came out. It was one of the younger City players came out recently and said, when Pep won't just play us based on it's a Carabao Cup, so I'm going to play you. Pep wants to win everything. So that could be, I'm not getting no game time, but it isn't, because the weak ones will fall off on that. The weak ones will fall off. And no disrespect, but maybe they're the ones that are getting sold currently with buyback clauses because they're looking good. But the strong ones know that when Pep Guardiola turns round, and it's not based on the media expect me to, it's based on, no, you've been good in training all week, and I actually think you've got something that in my football brain could really work, and says you're on the bench or you're starting. Prime example, when Foden got started against Tottenham in a very important game and scored, right? And no one expected him to play. When a manager of the elite level turns around to you and says, you're picked, not because the media, not because of pressure, but because I believe in you, what happens to your confidence? You're through the roof. And a City player came out and said, when Pep turns to us and puts us in the team, we're like, oh my God, Pep Guardiola's just picked me. And let's be real. This isn't, however much we can, City fans, we shouldn't have sold Aguero when we did, or any of that. Listen, we're trying to be one of the best teams in the world. There's sentiment and there's all of that. Listen, our legends are Sean Goater. Our legends are, for me, Peter Beagrie, Uwe Rosler, right? But we're trying to be the best team in the world. We have to separate the weak from the elite, and the elite will understand I'm part of a squad. I'm blessed. In McAtee, for example, when Pep comes out and says, you're not going on loan, I want you round these elite players every single day, training and learning from them. That's what elite managers and elite clubs do. And that's the way it is. Like, that is how Manchester City are now. That's why this season I'm refreshed that we're going, you know what, you're very good. You're good enough to be sold to a Premier League club with a buyback clause and a sell-on clause. But unfortunately, you're not going to break in over the top of Ruben Diaz, over the top of Edison. So it's good for me. Imran, how do you feel?
I agree. Look, people can talk about Fergie and how he refreshed his teams throughout his time at Manchester United. He had some great players, and there was time for them to move on. Needed a facelift. Maybe he saw something that, a formation he wanted to play, a certain style he wanted to play, and he wanted to bring another different type of player. Don't forget, Pep refreshes teams, but when he refreshes teams, you sort of see a bit of a system change as well. You've seen that with Cancelo. You've seen how he moves in just ahead, in front of the defense, which wasn't happening before we had Cancelo. So throughout their time as a manager at a certain club, they'll think about the next formation they want to play, another style. Because you know what, this is a thing that enables you to keep winning leagues after leagues after leagues. You keep doing what Klopp does at City, at United, at Liverpool, playing the same system, playing the same players, playing the same 11 every single game. You get your opposition starts to read how you play. And they start figuring out your weaknesses. They know based on other teams how they've played against you that, right, okay, this is their weakness. This is how we this is how we can play against them. So you have to have system changes throughout, and that's what Pep's doing. And I agree, you do need to keep refreshing, and I think that's what we're seeing at the moment.
Yeah,
spot on, man. I've got one last question for you, actually, from one of the people in the comments, from Arsenal fan, Keenan. He says, "Can Imran give us his top 6 prediction?"
That's a good one for Imran, not me.
Yeah.
Imran
will
own it.
I don't look past the first position, and I say City's going to win it, and then I don't really look at the next lot. But if you're asking me and putting me on the spot, I'd say Liverpool have done a bit of business. Is it as strong as some of the other ones around them? I think Chelsea look like they will get stronger.
Yeah.
Probably they've added more depth to their squad than what Liverpool have. possibility that they could get closer to Liverpool. I'm not saying they'd overtake Liverpool. So I still think Liverpool will finish second, to be honest. I think there'll be a bigger gap between Liverpool and City. And then I think Spurs have done some good business, and I can see them finishing third, to be honest, ahead of Chelsea.
Where were United finishing, by the way?
Yeah. Sorry?
He's getting there.
I've not really had a chance to think about stuff.
Don't really need to look now.
But yeah, that's a top four. And then would United finish above Arsenal? I think they would. I think United would finish above.
Right now, yeah.
I think
Nice.
the manager's doing well. I think he's definitely revitalizing the way they play, and the players he's bringing in are ballers. So yeah, I think they can finish above Arsenal easily.
Nice. Well, yeah, man. I think that's been a quite good show. 2 hours and 10 minutes. It's been great. All the guests have come on. It's actually worked out very well. Pleasure for everyone that did come on. Narrate. What's it called? T-Boy and so forth. Orest, Nippon, and he nipped off.
John Moore,
sensational today, I would say. Less confrontational about some stuff.
John Moore and Imran would be a sensational conversation.
Yeah, oh my god, that you two would be war. But guys, go subscribe to Manchester City podcast under Never a Foul. Go sub to them. It's right there called Feed the Goat, and it will be rebranded, and it will, whether they are watching or not, I will tell you to your face if you're watching this to the end.
Cass, they're going to be involved.
Things are changing. So yeah, man.
Ruthless.
That's all I don't care. That's all I can really say. Things are changing, and yeah, man, let's go support them if you're a Man City fan, obviously predominantly. If you do like, obviously passionate fans and stuff, there you go, man. It's just another one. It's like Trafford Tunnel, but the Man City side of it, it's just growing at the moment. It's not as fast because they hardly have any fans. So there you go.
Like you have hardly any trophies in the last 10.
Yeah, I see that deflection right there. Love it. Bye. I'll take that. Anyways,
Imran, tomorrow.
Yep.
Me, you, Big Steve lunch tomorrow.
Yeah.
About 2ish.
Yeah, man. But anyone else have anything else to add, Mo?
Yeah, they need to wrap things up. This Chelsea, to be honest, Chelsea and Man United, they need to finish this because I really want to get the final predictions. This is what I need. These are the only teams left, right?
Nah, Tottenham need to do one or two more things as well.
Have we only got one more prediction to go?
I don't think they talks with big
they
names.
finish fourth then. If Tottenham do no more, they finish fourth.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. They still need the right wing back and main thing.
And a centre back.
Wait, didn't they not just buy a right wing back?
They did from Nottingham Forest.
No, from Middlesbrough. He was on loan to Nottingham Forest.
Yeah, I don't think
Conte came out and said
myself. Conte came out and said he's okay. He is. I was convinced by the club to buy him, so it's not his. He already.
Levy's been busy all summer trying to get that over the line, bro. So it almost as busy as United have with De Jong, to be fair.
Oh, well, you want me to say something and buy it? I'm not buying.
No,
it's
bro,
true.
You're the host.
It's true, though.
It's
true. It's true, man.
You can
forget De Jong for now. Forget De Jong.
I mean, on that pause, if you're going to come up to that pause, make sure you're smashing a like on the way. 122 likes a stream. Big up that, man. It's been a while since we've done a couple hours stream. Actually, to be fair, it only makes sense when you do a call-in show for it to be a couple hours. So, on that, where do you think I will finish? I said fifth. I'll stick by it. Fifth. I have to be realistic, and
fifth as well now.
I think we'll do quite well in one trophy. I'm a United fan, bro. I'm from the era where I still want to compete. Even last year, I didn't think that, but I'll get a little bit of confidence. It's all right, man.
Europa League, we're not in it. You might.
I expect to win Europa League. I can't lie. There's no excuses.
We will allow you to.
No excuses, anyways. But yeah, man. Big up everyone that's joined in the comments. And yeah, man. Wait 1 sec. Husam. Big up Husam, by the way. He had a great stream not too long ago, obviously, on his Nunez noodle foot that's got 4 goals. So why is the host not in the top left? Because we make the rules, big man.
We don't have egos, brother.
Yeah, no egos in here, boy. So there you go. Anyways, big up you, Husam, anyway, every time. If people don't know, go watch his channel, which is This Is Football. You can see it in his name. Go subscribe if you're a Liverpool fan or a generic fan and so forth. But yeah, man. Sensational. That's all I can say. On the words of Soups. Sensational.